Play a video game. That's a bird, isn't it? Alright. Looks good. Tastes good. I forgot to turn on the audio. Alright, that sounds alright too. Put everything into its right place. And begin to play a video game. And hopefully doesn't do that thing where it crawls up the screen. Myth. They're ferocious beasts. Right. Oh, right. It's about the fish. Ferocious fish. Not gonna lie, I do like the floating water. Like it better when I land in it, but you know. And I know there's a life farm, and I found it, so I don't need to actually worry about lives, so we're not going to. There we go. Much better. Okay. Well, let's manage to do that one that time. Okay. I don't want to shell that badly. I thought about it, decided it just wasn't worth it. Not in this weather. Not in this economy. This one, however, will probably be useful. Well, it might have been useful. Mistakes were made. Boy, do I hate hammer bros. I swear their hammers magnetically attract to my face. Well, Mario's face, at least. Dang it. I did, in fact, have a chance to avoid that. But whatever. Once I swim, though. Don't see enough red, blue, and green stripes. Thanks for the good luck, line printer. Yeah, that was pretty much only the intro screen that had any of that. It's kind of a sad thing nowadays. We don't really need disc defragging nearly as much. We ask a lot less of our magnetic discs than we did before, I suppose. At least I do. It matters a whole lot less what the performance off a magnetic disc is. If I want high performance, I'll just buy another SSD. The price is not terribly onerous at this point in time. And of course, you can't defrag an SSD. That just doesn't make any sense. They're fragged by nature. Defragging them would be the opposite of what they actually want, and preventing wear leveling properly. My god, I cannot pick up that one consistently. Is it worth it? Definitely not. Anyway, how you doing, line printer? I still hate hammer bros. A fact that is unlikely to change ever. He's coming after a shell. We're not gonna let him have it. Didn't do that right. Well, did something right there, just not everything right there. Gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Then I won't land in a fish. I see. It's a missile. The missile knows where it is. Not doing a terribly good job of using my missiles, but alright, there we go, there's one. One to go. Come on. Give it to me. Never gonna come out. Come on. There we go. Well, that could have gone worse. Okay. Well, I appreciate the fact that this hack doesn't have single tile water. But that only goes so far. My fingers are already starting to hurt. Dang it. But the midway was right past there. Alright. Gonna get comfy this time. Could make all the difference. Okay. Such an awkward way of collecting a dragon coin. Not one I'm used to. Dropping off of a bubble into a fish. There we go. And that was a humongous waste of the shell. Well, I think we can get... I hate hammer bros. They hate me. No, I don't really care for them. They just kind of feel like a lazy obstacle. Well, that was also really stupid, so... Too low. Too high, I suppose. It was not definitely just right. I want to kick it forward. I'm not good at grabbing these on the way down. Here we go. Took 5. Wait for it. This is definitely in the thanks I hate it category. Okay. Very peaceful music. Very peaceful background. Very irritating fish. It's okay. Fish can't harm me. They're in the computer. It's like the files. And the hammer bro. I kind of got lucky there. I meant to jump into it. That would have been really cool had it hit both things. Oh, Icy is gonna make this hard. I'm gonna try and... Nope. Oop. No, I've got none of the duping luck today. And even less of the hammer bro luck, wow. That was nothing. Okay. This time shall hopefully be different because I'm getting tired of the same thing. Here we go. I guess I already decided not to get all the dragon coins in every level. Well, contiguously get all the dragon coins in every level. So... when you see it coming. Alright. Probably should just give up my dreams of duping, because it definitely doesn't seem to be happening today. It is not happening today. Well, ultimately that kind of worked. That wasn't the intended solution. But I'll take it. I'll take it. And I really need to watch the patterns a little bit better. Good fish. Alright. Well, at least I'm not gonna bother with the. Never mind. Don't need the dragon coin. We're going for collect them all, but not all at the same time. We're alright with that. We don't need all the dragon coins all at once. After all, the prize for such is relatively limited in this game. Which is to say it's, you know, non-existent. Yellow Koopas. Just yellow Koopas. You never know with them. Really, you don't. They randomly turn around. I got kind of unlucky there. Yeah. Okay. At least I'm getting him down. Okay. See, look at that. You can't trust them. They just do what they want to do. Look at that. He tried to fake me out. We all saw it. Come on. Yeah. Both him and the fish. Wow, that was really lucky. Okay, wait for the fish to go down a bit. Did not mean to throw that upward. Didn't mean to throw that sideward. Damn it. Wait a cycle. I dropped it. This thing's gonna go before I can throw it. Got lucky. Got very lucky. It's almost too much about patience for me. Yay, jump. I'm already dead. Okay. Don't feel this level needed ice physics in addition to all the other gimmicks. Then again, I can't blame too much of what's gone on to ice physics, so maybe not. Yep. I can't believe how consistent that is. Trying to swim into the hammer, please don't. Come on. I'll hit another thing, I'll take that. One more try. It's not that good at duping. At least I can hit the block consistently. A thought occurs. I sure can kill these things with Fire Flower. Well, I can kill some of these things with Fire Flower. Is he gonna stay dead? And he does. Huh. I'll take it. Okay. Wait. No. I just wasted that. I should have just gone. Okay. Just gonna go for it. I've learned enough. I can mostly go for it. If I remember to hold Y, I can mostly go for it. It's gonna be sad to lose out on the Fire Flower. Gonna be sad to miss out on the flying platform. Okay. That's the first time that's happened, unfortunately. That's the first time that's happened, unfortunately. I do not like this level. In general, I'm not a huge fan of levels based around periodic movement. It's not my jam. I know other people love them, but I just don't want any part of them, usually. That in water and ice, it's just eh. But whether or not I like a level doesn't have a whole lot to do with what we're doing here, so... You know, of all the things that could have happened there, that was not one of the ones I had guessed what would have happened. Or suddenly I feel very stupid. It's okay, it worked out. Can't complain. Even if sometimes I still do. There we go. There we go, I'm less in danger now. Just gonna wait. Gonna wait. No hurry. Because really, there is no hurry, aside from, you know, the gravity pulling me down to the ground. Okay. I still think that spawning these two things unlucky can have a bad effect. So he got lucky. He goes all the way to the right? I just needed to wait half a second. Okay. The problem really isn't in how it's built. It just takes forever to get back to the part that's interesting. Well, nuts. Guess I want the shell now. I guess I'm not gonna get the shell now. Okay. Just gonna... What am I doing? That was dumb as hell. Great, now I have to do the, do this the hard way. Well, it's getting the easier way at least. Kind of wonder if this on my fingers would feel like after playing Mega Man X. As a kid, I had no problem with that game, but now I just think about it, my hands just hurt. Okay. That friggin' urchin. Okay, I just need to remember that I can stay in the bubble if I let go of up. Like, if I just swim and don't press up, I'm fine. That's kind of the problem. I'm not trusting it. Intellectually, I know it. I'm just not trusting it. Okay. So much easier if I'm embiggened. Come on, there we go. Groovy. Right, now of all times. Nope, no dupe. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. I got the fish. I can live with that. If I get the fish, at least there's some hope. Okay. That was two problems in one. One is it went up, the other was that the hammer came to the left. Okay. I have to say, of all the levels I've played so far, I think this might be my least favorite. Just has a concept I just don't enjoy. A little bit of unpredictability that I don't appreciate. I don't really get how anybody looks at bullet bills and says, yes, that's my deal, that's my jam. That was not the time to throw that. Wait. Hey, gotta wait. Okay. Okay, just gotta calm down and swim through this entire section without getting hit, ever. Like, I'm pretty sure that the midway is very soon hereafter. Okay. Left side of this is safe. There we go. I was right. How many times were I an inch away from that? Love how my stream feels the same regardless of how many people are talking. Or how many or how few. Yeah, it's just the nature of it. I suppose. How you doing, Calrossi? It is a chill place. Much like this level, which is very chill. Boy, do I suddenly wish that I could have, you know, gotten another power-up before entering the windy section. Alright, okay. We're learning something. You're pretty decent? Oh, that's good to hear. Could be a lot worse. Hopefully a lot better. Alright. Oh, it's windy. It's Wednesday. I'm very bad at reasoning about... Wait, I can't go backwards ever, can I? There's something I have yet to grasp about this specific ASM, and I need to figure out what it is before it kills me. Also, up pipes continue to suck. Or actually, the problem is they don't really suck, they don't... Well, you know what I mean. So when I'm jumping outward, I have some amount of horizontal control, but not as much as I would like. Okay. Well, I can see there's nothing up there that I'm terribly interested in. And more Hammer Bros. Why? No, this level is not going to be one of my favorites ever. Wind as mechanic in video games is so rarely implemented well, it's usually just kind of painful. Deprives you of some of the control you would like to have. So it's windy, it's icy, it's got water. Like, this level's a trifecta of things I hate. Try this again. Still gonna end up with a fish. It's a lot of fish I can end up in. Oh. It took over an hour after you got to the warehouse before you got stuff and left, and you basically didn't get paid for that time. So you probably do that again. Otherwise, life is good. Yep. That is unfortunate. I would not recommend it. I don't remember if it was one of the hypers or one of the VIPs that had several different wind ASMs in it. They both sound like the kind of thing that would have multiple different kinds of wind. Like, the one I'm not terribly angry about is the one in DKC2, but almost all of the other ones are just kind of terrible. And this is across games, like in general, I just don't like it. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that, but I'm dead. Differing between levels, yeah. It's kind of like how DKC2 has a whole bunch of different, like, minecart schemas. For reasons that I still don't fully understand, but they all behave slightly differently. It's still the same minecart in picture, but they always behave differently. Hate the fish. Ugh. There we go. Much better. Alright. So... the problem is I can't really fight the wind all that well. The other problem is when I'm on dry land, I'm fighting the wind and ice. Nope. I'm tempted to rebrand this as very hard. That might just be me. Okay. There we go. No, I'm not exactly certain how I stayed out of the drink, the air there. It kind of worked. I guess you can't... Never mind, fish. I had ideas. The ideas just didn't work. Okay. I do like the random, like, 3D prisms in the background. There's a thing I really like. The problem is I hate almost everything else about this level. Which is sad. I really liked the prior one, you know, the sky... not exactly Skytree sort of thing, the... go through it twice sort of mechanics there. I just don't feel I can ever stop. If I ever stop, I'm dead. It's not a thing where I have a hard Kaizo level and my hands start hurting, and I don't like that. It's only 30 minutes into the stream. which I think is a psychosomatic thing. I just need to, like not press so hard. The controller works regardless of how hard I press the left or right buttons. Mostly. Nope! I'm gonna just take a drink. The fish are getting to me. There's clearly a path here. I came in loaded for bear. I might be able to do a little bit better, but I generally try to avoid such things. Level's entirely about periodic motion, and I hate periodic motion. I'm not dead. Hey look! New parts of the level! I would prefer not to die here, please. Alright, lots of slowdown. You! Okay. We're fine now. Oh my god, I hate this. My munchers now! Ugh. Okay. I've yet to see a third or fourth dragon coin, which just leads me to believe that the rest of the level is going to be very long. Only seen 2 so far. There might be one over here, but I yet to figure out how to get over there. Oh, that's how you get over there. Hooray, I got a bunch of coins. Okay. Can I get a power-up in the preceding level? I feel like I need one. This level, it's not too far off the beaten path. This is a power-up, if I remember right. Don't think there's any capes in this. There is a cape. There's a single cape, but I'm not going that far to get that. My suspicion is if I try to do that, it'll erase this halfway point. Can't prove it, but it might be the case. I was hoping for something slightly better. I was hoping for me to do slightly better. I'm gonna blame the tip there. That part I think is kind of cool, actually. These parts where I kind of have a little bit of control, but I need to mostly just slow myself down is kind of cool. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Not dead. Lots of lag in this level. Okay, and then the munchers. I found that dragon coin. Sure as hell don't want to get it. It's only the 3rd dragon coin. Didn't we just do this? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to burn a life getting the dragon coin, I imagine. Or I need to be insanely lucky. Okay. Alright, alright. Freaking hard to manage these things. I think if I could get through here with more HP, I'd be fine, but whatever. No hammers for me, thank you much. It was way too hammer close. It's like one hammer unit. No! I'm getting better. At least the music is nice and peaceful. Maybe it'll keep me from raging. Okay. That jump is a lot more lenient than it looks. None of those jumps were exactly on purpose, but you know what? I'll take it. I have gotten monstrously lucky there. Okay. Wait for the fish. Yeah, this level has so much lag. It's really hard to play. Oh, that's how in the world. I forgo the power-up in order to do it. There we go. Now he's dead. It's the same Muncher. That Muncher is my nemesis. Okay. So I don't gotta worry about getting that dragon coin again. Because I'm not going to. I'm not getting that dragon coin again. Like, I would generally appreciate more games, more hacks using the dragon coin system in creative ways, a la Jump, or Alyssa's Unlikely Trap, or, you know, any other hack where they're used, but I'm also okay with them being unused sometimes. You get hit. Nope. Ah. Awkward. Yep, this song definitely works for anti-rage purposes. If it was some sort of hype song, I might be a lot more mad. But no. Very chill. Very relaxed. Mostly relaxed. I'm dead. No, I'm dead. Yeah, the combination of flying, water, and wind is just really, really weird. And fish. You could easily make a level that's challenging here without enemies with these two constraints, the flying water and the wind. Just make the jumps awkward enough, you could actually have a pretty decent Kaizo level. Not sure people would enjoy it, but you could do it. I can't go immediately there, I need to wait a cycle. Need to remember that, otherwise if I don't remember that, it doesn't work. For some reason, the stream page keeps showing me that I'm playing DKC2, and I'm definitely not playing DKC2. What's the point of having a React app if it fails to do so? Damn it. Like, if you're going to make yourself a web page, a single page app, it should at least be able to do a simple update like that. Well, I imagine the problem is I'd, like, leave the page open forever. I just never really close my Twitch streaming page because I'm lazy. Maybe lazy's not the right word, but nope. Did not manage to get the swim I needed. I needed, like, one swim. That's all I needed. I just keep everything where I like it because I don't want to lose it. And if it stays where it is, then I'll have to reset everything every single time. Which is nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's get focused. This does remind me a little bit about Marble Madness. Marble Madness was supposed to initially be a game that fought you. Like they were going to have... Oh, cool, he spawned some fish. Motors on the trackball that were going to fight you. But they discovered that it's really hard to do that, so they decided it wasn't worth it. Something about 4 points of contact on a sphere is really hard to accomplish within machining tolerances. There we go. Ah, I missed out on it. There we go. Well, I'm guaranteed to get past you. What is... Oh, that's water. That's water. There's probably a dragon coin up there. There's a dragon coin up there. Fuck. Oh, I couldn't jump. Okay. Well, at least we saw what was beyond. Even small amounts of progress are to be celebrated when doing this sort of thing. So sick of you. Two blorps, not one. Well, now I just feel silly. Okay. Anyway, this week marks the first time I've actually tried having a schedule for streaming. That being very late Thursday night. We'll see how well I manage to adhere to this as time moves on, but it was happening anyway via some amount of happenstance. So I've got a certain amount of faith in it that it might actually keep working. Unlike the hammer into my face. There we go. Unlike the fish into my face. But, yeah, I found it happened like for like a month, and I'm like, oh, well, if I've developed some sort of habit, I may as well just say it is an actual scheduled thing instead of just a habit. So, here we are. And hopefully next week, here we'll be. I'm dead. I don't know why I try chasing those. It never seems to work. There's a certain distance from the center of those that once you're... Well, not really distance from the center, but... distance to the edge, that once you're within that, you might as well just heal over and die. It's kind of like the event horizon of a black hole. You're just not going to get out of it. There we go. I have to admit, it was creative to set up that enemy there such that I can't get a shell out of him. Not that I'm certain how useful a shell here would have been, but, you know, I like the idea of having one. Like right here, I feel like for the fish cross here, would be useful. Go. Like, once I get past a certain point, I feel much more confident in my ability here. It's basically hold left if I don't want to move, otherwise go. Okay. Calm down. Oh, just barely tapped his foot. Alright. Hooray, mushroom! Finally got the mushroom. There we go. Ugh. Can I make that jump? I might be able to make that jump. I'm thinking. Yeah, this particular hack demands a lot of you in certain areas. Some levels are really easy. This one ain't. Or perhaps it's just not in my wheelhouse. I need to remember to wait a cycle. I've been despawning these fish consistently. That's been really nice. Not that they've been terribly problematic, but at least it's one thing less I need to worry about. Scroll, wait, scroll, flag. Okay. The one thing I learned from Jump Half was the best thing you can do with the disco shell is keep it from touching the wall. Ugh, I didn't get on it. Come on. I wasn't expecting the first level to take quite this long. It's halfway through the hack, I believe. It says 12 exits. That means approximately 13 exits unless he's done something special here. Either with the credits or without them. Can't jump back in there. Okay. Alright, fine. That's a thing we can't do. Can I swim at the upper left-hand corner and wait? Is that a thing I can do? Can't swim there and wait. That's certainly a thing I can't do. Lag is awful when I get to the latter half of the stage. Well, what I hope is the latter half of the stage, at least. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Hammer, up, eat fish, go fish. And then blurt my way out on accident, which wasn't what I meant to do the whole time. pipe. Okay. It's gotta be chill. Calm. Collected. Not windy. Skip a chilly night. Make a cliche joke. Okay. The angle there is so awkward. No, I can't sit there if I want, even if I want to do. Absolutely. And the fish spawned that time. So I can't even cheese that with the fish spawning that way. Okay. Don't trust these at all. No, I'm dead. Oh. If you fall out to the right, you're just done. Ugh. I'll tell you right now, if this comes back over the plate, I am not doing this one again. Just gotta get in it. Gotta get in the mushroom. Okay. I don't mind these parts. It's kind of like with current. Currents are kind of fun. They're tasty. They destroy oak trees. But, you know, other than that, they're pretty good. But, I'm dead. I shouldn't have jumped that far. I can't skip over the fish because I really do need the water in order to not die. Push the computer a bit further so it doesn't keep digging into my leg. Make sure my bot didn't die. Nope, bot's definitely not dead. I keep putting up the bubbles there. Yeah, much better. Half an inch between my leg and the computer definitely makes all the difference. Peaceful, though, you will admit. Nope. Yes. Okay, well, I can live with that, I suppose. I think what needles me about the muncher section is you have a muncher section which is immediately followed by exactly the same obstacle, but more annoying. Like this. It's literally the same thing except with a smaller tolerance. With this kind of awkward disco shell bit between it. If I touch the wall, it also bounces me, just like on a disco shell. Alright. No, I just want to see what's up there. Too much momentum. Way too much momentum going into that. Yep. I am actually getting to the point where I'm tempted to turn on Always Cave just because I'm tired of dying in the same ways. Not quite there. Getting there, though. Not that it would help that much, honestly. Like, a cape here is not the be-all, end-all. It still requires having good timing. The fact that we also have whatever effectively auto-scroller sections in between things is also kind of annoying. I kind of wish I picked one of the concepts and stuck with it here. Not dead. Somehow. Okay. Oh. May as well be dead. It's really hard to deal with the wind and the fucking ice at the same time, and you're falling, and there's munchers. It's just not a fun mechanic, wind. Just stayed in lost levels where it belongs. Well, that worked really well. Got insanely lucky with the timing there. It occurs to me, even if I got to the munchery bit with 2 power-ups, I'd only ever be able to keep 1. There's no way I'm going to be able to wait for a mushroom in that situation. So it doesn't help me all that much, aside from knowing I can take a hit here and fail to acquire the power-up afterwards. I had to jump then, otherwise I was dead. Like this, with like 1 more tile of leeway is kind of nice. The next part, I don't know. We're not doing that right now. Nice try, Max. How you doing? Oh, getting better at that part at least. Yeah, I guess jumping is an option rather than just flailing. Yep, there's the other dragon coins. So I know where all of them are now. If I can get all 3. Well, not all together, of course, but at least all piecemeal. I'm going to call that good there. Ah! Need to add that that feature I have for the chat axe stuff, so I can see when people show up in a given stream in chat. Given that's really the only time it works, because it has other responsibilities too. Handles the credits and whatnot. There you go. Those remind me, Jax, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday. My sense of time is gone somewhat awry. I need to jump out. It's okay. Decent confidence in the rest of this. As a wise one once said, have confidence. Shortly before she fell into a pit and said, no confidence. Okay. Honestly, though, I really feel like it's hard to make that jump without getting hit if you're big anyway, so it's not a huge loss. Also, you fall through water. Strange. I'm gonna put a marker down for that. Does the bot keep track of everyone that has sent a message in chat in a stream? Only when chat axe is on. Otherwise, you know, just it keeps a message log because it does that. It does not, like, watch for joins and parts, though. For chat hacks, it's used to add people to the credits list, but that's about it. I've considered moving it over, but I probably won't. It's just useful when someone shows up and uses a command. I can still see their name. Well, maybe I really don't want to see their name in the much more easy-to-read chat client. If they show up and just use a command. Only in the case where a command's gonna get eaten anyway, which is any... Thanks for the host, Mixter. Been lurking while playing Smite, but you're done now? You're done lurking or playing Smite? I presume Smite. Hopefully. But thank you for the host. I don't think it killed me. It might have killed me, but I don't think it killed me. I think I killed me. So... it's okay, I've died enough on this level as is. I started off with 69 lives, after all. Some very strange interactions here. If you're on the ground and moving to the left, it doesn't affect you that as much as it should. The inertia seems to take over for the wind force, which is weird. Damn it! Does the message stuff get rid of the tide? Yep, still does. Haven't fixed that. Probably will never fix it. I'm not sure about applying certain patches to people's ROMs. Ultimately, the hosting thing doesn't actually affect too much. And where it does affect things, it's generally in places where other patches don't touch. So... crap. Lost almost all your games trying to get new characters played and mastered. That is how it goes with MOBAs. It is just the nature of the game. Because you gotta play it with people to learn. Bots do not, don't help as much as you'd hope. There we go. Gotta make a jump. There we go. We're back to somewhere. Don't like where I'm at, but back to somewhere. Oh, come on. Barely touched his hat. That shouldn't count. Really should put a marker down. Oh, I'm dead. Only need 3 more and you'll have all the characters mastered. I assume it's like a point-based system then, kind of like with League. Kinda. Fair enough. Because I only had like 3 characters mastered in League last time I played, which was probably a year ago. Actually, I know more than a year ago. Last time I played, I did all my ranked games in one day. Which didn't happen this year. I barely made gold. I did not even try this year. Not certain that turtle gives you that much. Crap. Carp. Nope. There's like 110 gods in the game. Damn. Kind of like League, it's got a lot of characters now. Maybe too many characters, to be honest. Okay, jump, jump. Oh. Be careful, or I'll be dead. Wanted to bonk my head again, but it did not work. Okay. Been playing Smite since late 2016. Oh, nice. Remember when I first played League? Not that it's completely comparable, but I want to say it was like 2011. I'd gotten gold in almost every season except the last one. And seasons 1 and 2. I think season 3... No, I didn't get gold in season 3. I had silver in season 3. I think I only ever got reasonably high once. I had like plat 2 once. I had a run up to diamond and then bam, a lot of bad luck. I ran into a cheater in one game. had my network cut out. Just salted my way all the way down back to Plat 2. Which is what happens in League, you just get salty. Because League is a thing that makes you salty as hell. So... I talked official here. There we go. Still kind of amazed it's kicking pretty much any MOBA that's not Dota 2 or League nowadays, just because of how much money has been thrown into those particular wells. Invitational remains kind of huge, even, you know, the last year. And of course, League has had a ridiculous amount of money thrown at it. There we go. Got one hit. I am so ready for this level to be over. That was not the way to get this level to be over. I'm already dead. I can never make it through this part. Just jumping is better than trying to run. Ugh, I always end up with too much momentum there. Nice and peaceful. Again, this music's like anti-salt, which is kind of amazing. And then the hammers start. Kind of makes you want to play Mario RPG again. I haven't played a proper version of that in a while. Been debating playing Chrono Trigger again. Maybe see if I can build a module for it without too much work. I've got a vague feeling that it and Mario RPG might share some similarities to how it runs scripts, but I have yet to prove it. Been on my list of things to figure out. If I can make Mario RPG run scripts that I can compile at runtime, I've got some really cool stuff I can do. Of course, I can make Final Fantasy V run scripts I compile at runtime, and I've yet to do anything really cool with that aside from put text in the game, so what do I know? I definitely think jumping there is the right way to go, and I cannot believe that didn't help. Come on. Did not hit the wall. Okay, there we go. Alright. That reminds me, I need to set up a couple polls on Discord about chat hacks and see what people might be interested in. I've been wanting to decide, I've been trying to decide if I'm gonna, come on. Deciding between three things as the start of chat hacks. Next one. Just play standard Mario World. Use a randomized ROM, which I'll produce beforehand, with a few exceptions to the randomization, namely mostly the ones that were in my required changes for the SMRPG SMW randomizer. Because I've already modified that, may as well just keep going with it. But of course, putting Morton in his rightful place, because everybody wants number 2 Morton's Castle to be number 2 Morton's Castle. Or play a different, well, I guess play another vanilla hack could be on the list. Back in the day, like the second or third chat hacks we ever did, we played This Hack Needs a Name, which was a recommendation by Xandra, which is not something to be taken lightly after all. Though I've never touched it since. I really should. It's a good hack, it seems. And then, of course, finally just go right into jump half and say, fuck it, let's go. which could work. Jump hacking is fun. Chat hacking is fun. I didn't mean to hit up. But what happened, happened. Will Chocolate Island 2 work? No. I never figured out how to make that work, and honestly I didn't put much work into trying to make it work after futzing with some of the stuff you sent me. Other projects have taken higher priority. It just doesn't want to reinsert properly. Or if I leave it alone, it doesn't seem to work right either. I played around with a few different things. I cannot hit that if I go past it. Is Chocolate Island 2 of that much concern, I have to ask? Like, it's never been a huge chat hack's favorite. Not to say that it couldn't become one, but it just is no Morton's Castle. But it would probably be the same Dulcitory Chocolate Island 2 that I've produced. Pretty much just mostly use the same scripting. Because I don't know how to fix that. Maybe it has something to do with the overworld changes that it produces. But it's still at the same trans-level number, so I don't really know why it doesn't work. The sub-levels are all the same sub-level number, so I don't know why it doesn't work. I believe that the randomizer as is actually produces Chocolate Islands that do work, though they can be confusing and irritating. So I thought he ended up commenting out the code that handled unique Chocolate Island situations. Namely because, well, it's already annoying enough to play. But I could be wrong, my research might not have been conclusive. So basically, every level that's not Chocolate Island 2 will work, I guess is the right answer. Oh, because the sub-level... Oh, we didn't try that. Yeah, I only didn't reinsert the top level. If that would do it, wouldn't it? But I guess... Does Lunar Magic keep all the pointers the same if a level hasn't been reinserted? Like, I was reinserting almost every level, but I could exclude all those, and that might have solved the problem. So yeah, if I'm understanding what you're telling me here... then there's a built-in solution, which is just blacklist those from being resaved. And I already tried blacklisting the... sorry, this is a new part of the level. No! The end was near. Basically, if I took it and its sub-levels and put those on the list of things to not reinsert, then it should work, is what I believe you're inferring. If that's the case, then that really does solve the problem, as well as the problem I had with level either 0 or 100, the bonus level. Simply removing those from the shuffle list would... Well, removing those from the reinsertion list would solve the problem, I believe. I cannot press that. No, vanilla levels stay the way they are if they haven't been touched unless you use an option to move all the level data. Definitely didn't touch that option. Yeah, that seems like it would work. I will, I'm gonna make a note of that. Let me see if I still have shit to do up. Maybe not, it's been too long. Blacklist all CI2 level IDs. Yep, that would solve that, I think. I will definitely try it, if nothing else. And in the event that it doesn't work, because we're chat hacking and not multi-worlding, it will not cause us too many problems. We can always just orb our way or keyhole our way to success. We have options. I can't believe that's how it ended. But anyway, that is a useful fact. I am going to retain that. Hopefully retain that. I kind of assumed Lunar Magic sort of had its way with the ROM any given time, any given thing changed. But I suppose it's kind of nice that that's not the case. Just gotta jump it, bop it, twist it, turn it. I actually do not remember what other verbs you it when bopping. It's so hard not to have superfluous up inputs in this unless I just go completely neutral. Okay. So I guess that would mean I couldn't randomize those, which is kind of a sad thing. Like, the whole point of having Chocolate Island 2 actually work would be to randomize it so that there could be cool stuff in the sub-levels, which would be sad. For import mode levels, it will clear the secondary exits in ROM before importing. If default is off, notice it will include this. If you're worried about the bonus game levels in the intro, you should check the option to not auto-set levels when inserting levels. Well, part of the problem is that was a dumb way to die. Doing it through the command line thing, so I'm going to need to figure out if there's a command line switch to make sure that works. So I'll double check that. Will clear all the secondary exits before importing. The default is off. Notice, however, it clears the secondary exits of the target numbers before importing via the command line. Oh. 2 will enable the auto set number of screens. Default is on. Like, I thought I set the default number thing. I need to look at that. I'm just going to copy those messages into my stuff to do. Make sure I actually do something about them. Because that does seem important, and I will have to go and double check everything there. Been vaguely considering trying to figure out if there's a different way to insert levels, which I know of, instead of using Lunar Magic. Because eventually I'm going to have to ditch Lunar Magic as a way to do this. Because honestly, Lunar Magic is never going to work on my Raspberry Pi because Wine is not an emulator. I hate that little elbow right there. Just kills me every time. Okay. But I will definitely try that. I haven't had a good reason to bust that out, the randomizer, out in a while. It'd be nice to make sure that it's not completely screwed, that I haven't broken it all in the meantime. So... just as an exercise. Though I suppose I may need to remove some of the weirder bits if I want to do it that way. Like, I don't want to set a default sprite that's not Mario. I definitely don't... I guess I could put feet in there now. Feet exists. So if I modify... I tried that. I do want to modify the CI rooms. That is definitely on the list of, like, things that's cool, because CI2 is an interesting level and has some cool sub-levels that people don't usually think much about. Like, most people, like, at least me, I try to avoid the sub-levels of Chocolate Island 2 like the plague. Having a reason to force people into that seems appealing to me. And here we go. Don't hit the hammer. Don't hit the hammer. Okay. I don't. Never mind. Either way, I'm going to need to play around with this before I have another deadline. That's really the right way of it. when I've got a deadline breathing down my neck, it is not the time to take too many risks. And honestly, I watched part of the VOD for the SNES Superstars thing, and the one comment on YouTube is, oh yeah, the first like 13 minutes, yeah, there were some technical problems, you should skip those. So, would like to avoid that in the near future. Thankfully there were fewer technical problems after that. It mostly worked and the interface never jammed, as far as I remember, for the SMRPG side. Or problems only I have. Go. But I also do have some other ideas about how I want to implement this in the future, so I need to rewrite a non-trivial amount of it. It was an awful lot of spaghetti code. Spit and duct tape, as I keep saying, but still needs a little more love than I've been giving it. I'm trying to convince myself the Final Fantasy V stuff I've done recently is useful for this, but it really isn't. It just isn't. It'll be cool later, though, now that it mostly works. Got a path through that, that's good. I'll still take it. Okay. I fell off. I was busy watching the bottom. Could probably change the render logic to a small only no Yoshi run is feasible. I mean, there's a lot of things I could change to make it more feasible. One of the things I still want to do is replace the Switch Palaces. Like, I want to replace those with something different. That was one of the goals for the second showing of it, was to insert a more interesting level, but I never got around to it. Far was going to make one for it, but honestly, it's better that Far didn't get that far into it. No pun intended. Just because it was going to cause problems. I didn't really have much of a way to deal with it. But I would like it to be a bit more random in the sense that it should be able to pull from more than just vanilla. Would be very cool to be able to borrow levels from other vanilla-esque hacks. But that would require getting permission or convincing people, and then you've got the whole map 16s and EX graphics problems. Because no one actually makes vanilla hacks anymore. Not that I blame them. I mean, you've got so many other cool things you can do. Have Sonic backgrounds. And adding music with any sort of letter afterwards. But I want them to be different because right now they're basically just silly. I had to replace the Switch Palace buttons with something because the Switch Palace buttons were not supposed to do anything anymore. And in fact, the Uber ASM I had was preventing those from doing anything at all. And also because if someone had turned on a Switch Palace before you got to it, so let's say I unlocked the green Switch Palace for Glitch Cat before he got to the Switch Palace, he would have been soft-locked in it. And with my limited ability to modify levels, I needed a quick and easy fix that worked on the sprite level, and so I replaced it with a moon that would let the level end, which, not ideal. But I kind of feel like the Switch Palaces are just too easy, and I put an item in them just for the hell of putting an item in them. I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to be able to have Switch Palaces kind of be something different. More fun than just walking through them, given that they have zero utility. Like right now they can have a normal item in them. Cool, I get another pair of pants. Whatever. But I need to come up with a better plan for them just because they're very boring in terms of the overall item shuffle strategy. I'm not going to put an item in them because, well, that would be stupid too. Just they're too easy. It's not an interesting hunt if there's nothing to be hunted. So. And plus, like, especially if you're going to have a player like Glitchcat, it's kind of cool to have an actual challenge for him, as opposed to, you know, the walk in the park that is beating the normal game. Not to say that would be good for other people. So anyone, pretty much anyone, any of the people I recruited could beat a quickie level or quickie world. For the love of Batman, quickie world level, difficulty level is what I mean to be saying. I gotta shut up for a second. Really don't want to die here. Are you kidding me? Nope, there we go. My left hand hurts after that. It's the kind of level where I keep doing left-rights all the time, even though that might not be what I need to do. Anyway, 60 levels later. Oh, thank you for the or 60 lives later. Thank you for the GG. How you doing, Orca? GG's, I mean. What is that picture in the background? Is it a sandcastle? I got too distracted by the picture in the background. Rack. Is that what it is? It's Rack? I'll take your word for it, having no actual clue what it is. Really should finish Rack, and by that I mean play more of it. Does seem like a fun hack. Also realized that I haven't made any I didn't see that coming. Reasonable progress on Yump 2 in a long time. Was finding a VOD for someone who wanted me to who wanted to see the moderation of their hack. But that was like 6 months ago. So you don't know what it is? Rinkas. I also do not know what those are. Anyway, someone wanted me to find, I don't know, saying it was Mini Mawile. Not Mini Mawile. The guy whose name I get mixed up with Mini Mawiles. A Melky Moore. Too alliterative for me. Wanted to see the moderation for Yoshi's Crack House, because apparently someone had told him I'd moderated it and streamed it on Twitch. And I had to go dig into the archives and find it. Where apparently I had played Yum 2 for a period of time, and I'd just completely forgotten. I also realized it was in August last year, so it's been more than 6 months. I do not like these. I don't like those things at all. Rinkas can stay home. I don't really care for them. There was another hack in the moderation queue that I had my eye on that we'll see if we actually get to tonight. Because it looked like it had a interesting concept and wouldn't take forever. But we'll see. We will see. Trying to think of anything of interest that's happened. Been listening to my book on tape. Not that exciting yet. It's good, but you know, I've read it before. It's one of those sorts of things. Read well, can't complain about that. Been doing some work. Been staring at some things and hoping they'll make sense. Got some ideas for the Mario RPG randomizer that I want to implement in the near future. Possibly. We'll see, though. There we go. Much better. Barely better. I'll take it. Okay, so there's 2 5s. Oh, this is going to take a while. Okay. Hit that one. Damn it. Why do these all have to be question mark blocks? I'm not good at that. Oh, sup, Habaluta? How you doing? I should increase the number of lives I have. I should not fail to get that, because I was thinking about the number of lives I need. I should increase the number of lives I have. Do I really have to hit all the blocks? I feel it's imperative that I do. I don't think it's actually required anywhere. There's no bylaw saying I have to. But I generally try to hit all the blocks I can and try to go into every single pipe I can. Doesn't always yield interesting things, but occasionally I get something strange happen. Moderation is not like normal playing. It sometimes requires trying to find problems before they... It bounced into me! What? Even marker there, that was just weird. Anyway, I'm dead. Been playing through a lot of the 24-hour contest levels. Excellent! What number are you up to? Oop indeed. But, it reacted to block breaking. Interesting. I'm just gonna keep going with the spin jumps. Those seem to be working out better. I feel like these things are for Zelda. Didn't happen there. Clearly something went wrong for me. It could be an ASM problem. I have to look into that. Definitely want to keep those off-screen for me. Okay, still need to hit the far left one. Okay, I think easiest way to do that. There is no easy way to do that. I've also made a fool of myself here. Oh, come on. Oh well. We go alphabetically, maybe play 10 of them. Oh, then I have no idea where you're at there. That background is the same as the album color for everything at the end of time. I'm not familiar with that. You are correct. Huh. No, it's not everywhere, everything. Everywhere. Huh. How odd. I wonder why he did this. Maybe the track is from it. Apparently it's dark ambient. This is ambient. It could be dark, I don't know. Try to jump through a ghost. It never works. The ghost always wins. Pretty sure you hit it with the Quake sprite spawn when hitting a turn block. Interesting. Sometimes I swear the best thing I can do when moderating is know that I have a very knowledgeable chat behind me. Because I definitely do not know nearly as much as some of you. That was worth a shot. Wonder if that's an off-the-shelf sprite. Don't know enough about levelengine to say whether or not they do a lot of ASM. Okay. There we go. Yes. Gonna lose it immediately, but whatever. We've cleared all the blocks. 2 of them. Okay. Of course, no dragon coins so far. That's probably for the best. Get the thing off screen for a second. Get those. Damn it. Oh, you were showing Gia my judge notes page and she had a feature suggestion? So it is an off-the-shelf sprite. Interesting. May have to report that as a bug on the sprite. Dragon Flame plus spawner. Yep, that would do it. Huh. How strange. One button that says download all to patch and download all levels at once. I think I could do that. Let me think about it. I might have actually lost the thing that builds the page at this point. I think I built it out of temp for some reason. Namely because I didn't expect to need it again, but I could edit the page to look for the download links tags, and upon having a thing that does that, it wouldn't download as a zip. Some people will get kind of pissy about that, but also I can't imagine people are going to want a web page that says, hey, let's download 36 things at once. That kind of goes badly sometimes. Yeah, I really should actually propose that to Dr. No. Maybe he'd like the JavaScript stuff there. Or really D to the 4th. I think D to the 4th is the maintainer of the page. Definitely would make things better. Though I probably should clean up the code a little bit before doing that. The funny thing is, this all pretty much grew out of the stupid food percent randomizer I built. The only reason there's a bunch of features there for patching there is because I built it out of the food randomizer thing, saying, oh yeah, I've got a little bit of patching stuff around, why not? There we go. Might eliminate the need for compilation ROMs. I don't know about that. I think there's something to be said for not having to switch ROMs when you want to play the entire season. And since they put so much work into making everybody use a normalized ROM at this point, I don't think it'd be worth... Gotta keep going forward. I don't think it'd be worth abandoning that to just say, okay, here you go, here's a list of ROMs. And there's also prestige from having a single compilation up there. So I don't think they'd want to change that, even if they did get JavaScript patching powers. Like, I don't think pressing the download button is all that bad, but then you think about it, it's like 36 times, yeah, maybe it is that bad. I'll think about it. I'll think about it as right now the approximate amount of... I'm thinking about... I don't know, I probably won't end up doing that, unfortunately, just because I've got other projects that need to take precedence at this point. I spent a couple hours working on Carl yesterday, like 2 days ago, to fix a auth problem I was having with Twitch, and I figured out what was causing it, but I don't know what actually caused it, so much as I found a way to have it not happen. Which sort of works. It's not ideal, but it works. Got excited there. Really, I should glom together enough of the bits I've got to make it available for other people to use. Like, it would be great for Xandro's site. What am I doing? If and he wants to take on a gigantic JavaScript blob as a dependency. Which is mostly GPL'd. Like, I didn't actually write the BPS code myself. Or the binary file handling code myself. I just glued together a few bits. And by that I mean I actually removed some glue so that it would work a little bit better. The fellow in question wanted to make things way more complicated. I don't know why JavaScript people want to make things way more complicated. Simple is the way to go. Let people choose how you use your APIs. Don't force them into a certain pattern. It's much nicer. Or as I like to phrase it, libraries, not frameworks. But people love their frameworks, so I might be in the wrong here. Alright, there we go. I thought that was a ceiling for some reason. I know better than that. So far, Blue Mystery Data has been the most interesting to levels. I think that, honestly, Blue Mystery Data was one of the best levels. But don't get me wrong, Far totally deserves first place there. He kicked the shit out of the competition. And just did an amazing job. It was really a well-done level. Kick the shit out is probably a little bit too harsh. But he did an amazing job, and he deserves all the accolades that he got for that. But Blue Mystery Day was one of my dark horse pick. It embodied an awful lot of the things I like about levels, but also I just love puzzles, so it's probably a little bit biased that way. The biggest problem with Blue Mystery Data in terms of its ranking was just the theming was really weak. Like, the whole prism thing was like, okay, cool, you got a prism there. And I didn't really get how it applied to light and how it all actually worked until I read Snort Rut Pyro's README. Yeah, the Potobos. Yeah, the only way I was actually able to easily finish that section with the Potobos was to apply a little bit of cheese. I found a consistent setup. I can't jump on those. Where I would despawn one of the two Potobos, because going to the left always makes that sort of thing a little bit easier. But it's just a lot of fun. It's very much a level that could have been included in Jump, but it wasn't a good level for that contest, to put it that way. No matter how much I enjoyed it, it just had the problem of the theme of light was not really there unless I'd already played Mega Man Battle Network, which I haven't. You've had one, but don't know how to consistently despawn it. There's a little bit of a wiggle. If you watch my clear video, I do it. I don't know if that'll help you, but I found a way to do it consistently enough that that section did not become terrible. But yeah, doing that part with two Potobos would have been awful. But I view finding cheese as part of the level process, so didn't ding Snort Rent for that too much. I do like the fact that even though it chases me, it still applies normal rules. You can't spin jump on those. Okay. Crap. It might be for the best. It was not for the best. The theme is bad because the judge wasn't familiar with the source. It's kind of... I mean, it was a prism, right? Prisms have a well-known definition of what they do. And you're welcome to disagree with me, but prisms are well-known to split light. You can go look at the Dark Side of the Moon album if you want to see... album cover if you want to see what they do. Prisms do not cause a whole room... do not cause an effect to happen all around a specific thing. It was very much a stretch to begin with. I still think the level was awesome. I just think it was not very good for the theme. And yeah, if you pick a source that judges are not likely to be familiar with, then that is a bit of a problem. Especially when that's the core of your theme. If you choose a book that your professor doesn't know it's a double-edged sword when you do a book report on it. If they don't know it, they can't judge you too harshly for it, but they can judge you based upon the content you produce. I still thought it was a really fun level. You're not going to hear me say bad things about it beyond that. Oh, interesting. It actually obeys against the terrain. Other judges had problems with it, thought it was too long or too hard, and I was like, okay, whatever. That really is not that hard of a level in comparison to some of the other ones we had. Were they just known before the deadline? No. The judges were kept secret until the very end, until the deadline had been closed. Same thing they're doing with KLDC this year. Which, I have a pretty good idea of who some of them are at this point. I don't know, but I know who at least one of them might have been. And I don't really want to say more than that at this point in time. Almost as hard as Lightning Storm. Ugh. There are so many things I'd rather do than play Lightning Storm again. That level was really cool. I thought the concept was cool. I had some small problems with the execution. I just think that the level was too long. What was being asked of me was just a bit too much, especially in the context of judging. Don't know if I would have enjoyed that level if I'd run across it in the wild either. But it was just one of those levels that, like, took way more of my time than any of the other ones. I want to say Blue Mystery... What am I doing? Blue Mystery Data took, you know, like an hour of my time. That one took at least 4. Somewhere close to it. Including some time off stream for that one. I was going to start a stream by playing it, and then someone mentioned to me that's a really bad idea. So, using tools and skipping a lot, that's fair. Some of them are really easy, but some of them do require a certain amount of effort. Some consternation around, was it Cineferol or whatever, which I also quite liked. And knowing more about Quiet Mason's style now, having seen his Ramek race level like last week, definitely is a bit telling. But very skillful. I actually think that level was very well done. Why do we keep trying to spin jump on those? I know better. Yeah, I just love the fact that the level was beatable in both the frozen and unfrozen orientations. It definitely added a decent amount of depth to it. Definitely one of my, like, dark horse picks. Like, I probably should, like, do some sort of highlighting of these are the ones I would play if, or these are the ones you should play in my opinion, which isn't quite the same as the judging. You didn't like Accelerate nearly as much? I thought Accelerate was a lot of fun. That one came pretty late. My biggest problem was I was dumb when I was playing that one. I didn't realize that there was a way to get lives just by pressing right on the world map. It just didn't look like it was a thing you could do. But I missed that. I had to sit through the intro like 8 times, and that soured me on it. Until I beat it and realized, oh yeah, I could have just been doing that. That would have worked. And I would have had enough lives, and I could have had the midway point, and that would have been nice, and whatever. Everything about Mario's cocaine industries, which I read 8 times, wondering how one can have a cocaine industries. Typically one has a industry, or an industry, not many industries, unless they are separate types of industries. But Mario, being the Italian mobster he is, apparently can have many cocaine industries. Ah, dang it. You would have had to use save states. That's the one thing I'm proud of. I did not use save states on any of them. I had to use tools on 2 of them. Tools being in big finger quotes here. Because I do think Always Cape is not quite as powerful as save states, but it is pretty damn powerful. You are not that patient. Fair enough. I do not like the ghost string. Reminds me of the crab on a string that you run into in Echo 2. It is very annoying at times. I just jump up at that point, I should be fine. Either way, I'm gonna have to check out this album cover. Gives me an idea for something later, maybe. Just too ambient for me. Oh, crap. I don't know what I'm thinking trying to go to the ground for it. Like, I can kind of get it out of my way for a second, but the ghosts on a string are definitely problematic, especially because they're going to despawn their tails sometimes. Ah, it predicted me. I should have stayed down. How does it work? Does it bounce back? Either way, I still like this more than the water and the wind. I am still, as they say, a happy camper. Here we go. That's the problem. I kind of expected the tail to disappear by then. I was wrong. It did not. I need to stop doing that. That's something I don't really like about certain designs, where they have a specific, like, annoying thing to do right before a door. Just put me at the damn door, alright? Got a few seconds reprieve while he's off the screen. No better. Maybe the door calls RNG. I suppose it could. I suppose it could. It's more the fact that I have to wait on a few specific things to get in there. Maybe as I get older, I just want things to respect my time a little bit more, and that might have been the biggest problem with a lightning storm, is I just don't think it respected my time. I can't believe I even saw that and thought, huh, I shouldn't run into that, and still did. But what can you do? There we go. Crap. I think I'm gonna need to rely on the mushroom doing funny things. Looked and saw Lightning Storm feels hard as fuck, feels very Yump 2. Looked and saw it was by Miracle Water, so basically is Yump 2. I mean, I seem to recall there were levels in both Jump and Jump at Half that were by Miracle Water, if I'm not mistaken. And please feel free to correct me if I am. That were not punishingly difficult. Maybe I need to go back to just jumping on the head. Maybe not. When it works... Oh yeah, they didn't hold back with Jump 2. Yeah, the Kaizo tag is because, especially since they requested it, there was sort of a question as to whether or not it should be in very hard or Kaizo, because it has some Kaizo elements and some non. It's one of those things where, like, what do you do with a hack that has some Kaizo-y things at the very end? Is it all Kaizo? Is it all not? I don't know. I'm not the person to answer a philosophical question of that magnitude at this point in time, and that should have been okay. Occasionally I run into that problem when moderating standard things where I'm like, there's a little bit of something that could be construed as Kaizo in this final world. What do I do here? M2 is a third Kaizo. Not only the end. Fair enough. It definitely belongs in the Kaizo Light category then. At least, there's no other ones. Yumps, mice, yeah. Or jumps and mice. Definitely have some Kaizo-inspired design. Can't argue with that. And I mean, I think, what was it? There's a level in Jump that you don't have to beat. there's a funny way to cheese it as they demonstrate, where otherwise it would be very Kaizo-esque. But because there's a way around it, I suppose. I could point to another hack that I've, like, approved despite the fact that it did have Kaizo aesthetics and design philosophy, but it still belongs in very easy. In case you ever want to see something really funny, Super Smile Face World. That is a interesting little hack. Or as I like to, or as I've said a few times, it's the best standard easy going on Kaizo Light hack of all time. Because I certainly hope we don't end up with something like that again. Yeah, Mice is definitely harder than Moo or Robfather, without a doubt. Mostly because of Morsel. Morsel did the frog level, I believe. Pixel Perfect can be skipped. Same with Shell Sticker, but not 1F0. Gotcha. Or 1F8. Yes, standard going on Kaizo Light. Well, the basic premise is that what's his name? Wanthak's community decided to make a hack for him and his daughter. His daughter being, I don't know how young, but relatively young and probably not well-versed in Kaizo. So almost all the levels are trivially easy. Some of which are impossible to die in, and there was a certain amount of, you have a broken midway, but I had to go out of my way to die. Is that really all that bad? When I moderated it. He only did Furcon? Huh, I did not know that. I thought he did more than that. Could be wrong. Definitely accepting being wrong here. But anyway, there was a section you get into that. There's a level for that in Super Smile Face World, which was designed to have sort of a trade-off thing going, you know, for Daddy and then for his daughter. And so the for Daddy sections were Kaizo with some simple things. You had to do a shell jump and a few other things. But I'm like, I can't in good conscience put this in standard easy when you have shell jumps and other Kaizo trickery. And so they ended up adding cheat doors. You could just kind of skip the Kaizo sections if you so desired. So that's why it's the it's why it's the best Kaizo or standard easy going on Kaizo Light hack. Is because you could beat it as if it's got some Kaizo Light parts, but you don't have to. And that's probably a good thing. It's also just a fun little romp, honestly. It's just silly. It's definitely the sort of thing that, like, wouldn't take Glitch Cat more than 20 minutes. Even including the Kaizo sections and doing them right. Hell, I think the last time I ran through it, it was like a 20-minute effort. So, yeah, it's a fun little hack. I would recommend it. So, it was really fun, especially because there were a few people who incidentally were in my stream at the time that I was moderating it, who had been working on it. And so that was actually really convenient that I could point out, like, there's 3 things here that are problems. And by the morning, they'd contacted the guy who was running the compilation. So it was a compilation hack. And the whole thing was fixed. I think that was actually the day I played Rama. Went and played Rama for the first time, but it's been a while. I think I had a plan. I was going to play through that and then do the Ramak race and play Rama. Oh, what's up, Shadow Boy? How you doing? You'd ever seen Idol on Talkhouse? Don't go there often. Her avatar is amazing. I don't know what her avatar on Talkhouse is, but if Idol has good avatars on SMW Central too. She's got like 1 million of them. They are very pleasant to look at. She's got like either a good art sense or the good sense to pay someone else to make good art for her. Oh, come on. I went right through it. Alright. You're good? Excellent. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Nothing too interesting to report since last time. Just been doing some, mostly some work. Been scheming some things I want to build. I think one of my big next projects is going to be a weird one. Unfortunately, I don't know how soon it's going to bear any fruit, so we'll have to wait on that. And of course, you know, I also need to do some projects for work. They do pay me money to do things, after all. Which unfortunately does not include SMW. I'm not G to the 4th, I don't get paid for SMW work. And yes, he's mostly, or they're mostly paid for doing other things, of course, but you know. Okay, let's take a look at this picture. Let's take a look at this picture once my chat thing. That was not what I was expecting. 100% was not expecting that. Is that a magic square? Still trying to figure out how the pizza got so good? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was not what I was expecting when you said Idol's avatar. It reminds me of, was it like the... I think that used to be kind of a weird gag on You're the Man Now, Dog. How Pizza Hut got so good? Now I'm just confused. Pizza Hut used to be amazing way back in the day, but it's fallen off. What's even sadder is when I'm in the mood for like shit pizza, none of the places deliver to me. None of them. I think Domino's might, but I don't like Domino's as my shit pizza. I want like a Papa John's or a Pizza Hut pizza when I just want crappy pizza. I can get fancy pizza. I can get deep dish pizza. Deep dish pizza is awesome. Regardless of what Jon Stewart says, it is amazing and delicious. And yes, it is a casserole, and I'm not sad about that. This actually kind of... No, it didn't work. Has to be rebrand. You accept Domino's. I don't know. I find Domino's to be... I don't know. Every time I've had it, I've not... My body doesn't enjoy it, to put it that way. It might be just because it's a little bit too greasy. It might be the sort of pizzas that my friends have ordered when we've had Domino's. Because pretty much the only time I have any sort of chain pizza, even local chain pizza, is when we got together to play D&D, and as you might imagine, for the last year, that hasn't been happening as much. So... maybe one day. For years, it was the worst pizza place in your town. It's actually good. Damn. What black magic are they using? Ever had Gumby's? I certainly hope Gumby doesn't make pizza. I mean, he's kind of made of stretchy stuff. I don't know. I don't think I'd like Gumby making pizza. I didn't know Gumby's was like a chain. Is it actually based upon the claymation character? Kirby. I would take Kirby out over this at this point. It's the greasiest pizza ever. I believe it. Reasons I never quite understood whenever school would do pizza, unless they were doing their own bread tangle thing. They'd always order Godfather's pizza here in this state. Not to say it's bad, but it certainly wasn't good. I do not like this ghost thing. If I can get it to come off to the left of the screen, I get a few seconds without it, which is nice. There's like 4 things that are all trying to track me at once. You think as you're getting older, the more grease in the pizza there is, the more your body is saying no. That is just how it goes, unfortunately. And similarly, unfortunately, I really need to use the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. You could eat a whole pizza when you were younger, but now most pizzas are too much. That's probably for the best. The carbs are a big part of it. You can eat more when it's really thin crust. That's true. You'll eat a whole pizza. The problem is, why? Just why for the next 4 hours? Exactly. 3 slices. Nobody does that. It is a long level name. May the ballroom remain eternal. Shout out to McDonald's. I was thinking about the Hamburglar recently. I had a rant about it, and I don't remember what it had to do with anything. One of those shower rants that comes to you. I was trying to remember what it had to do with anything at this point in time. McDonald's Ballroom sponsor. Yeah, this stream is brought to you by McDonald's Ballroom. A place you don't actually have to spend money. But you probably shouldn't spend time there if you're over the age of 6. Nobody likes it when someone just kind of comes out of the ball pit as if it's, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, no, the arcs are bad. I need to stay up in the air. The new spicy nuggets aren't so bad. Yeah, I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. I think the last time I had McDonald's was like 2000... It might have been 18. And it was in Scotland. So it might have actually been better. Do they still have ball pits? I actually don't know. It's one of those things that I might have cared about. I mean, I would have cared about if I was still that age. But it's been a very long time since I've been that age. Bring back High C? Oh, nice. But does it come in Ecto Cooler flavor? That's what really matters. If it has Slimer on it. Meant to jump. Oh, I really wish I could do that. You went to do a ball pit a few years ago? Oh yeah, I guess the last time was in a ball pit. Actually, no. This would have been in 2007. That was the last time I was in a ball pit. It wasn't a McDonald's ball pit. It was a Google ball pit. I went into a ball pit at Google in one of their buildings. It was okay. But that's basically it. It held no mystery. It was a deep, dark, hidden place in Wizard Quest in one of the dells. It was in a PC. Or it was in a hill. Really enjoyed the ball pit in Wizard Quest, which is hard to get out of. I'd believe it. They're not made for adults. Or people approaching adult age, I imagine. I have fond memories, but I also know that children are incredibly unhygienic, and as such, I'm very okay with not being in ball pits anymore. Thought that'd be fine. I'm regressing again. Did not despawn it. Can't despawn it. Oh, Dell's with Wisconsin. Fair enough. Those place called Boondocks has a jungle gym that has a ball pit at the end. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of like a steeplechase, except a ball pit instead of a bit of water. But you only used to go there for mini golf and bowling. Oh, I miss mini golf. I love my little tiny golf. Haven't got to play mini golf until since 2017. It was probably 2018, I guess. I don't know. I like my tiny golf. I've been golfing, big golfing once, and I didn't care for it. Been at driving ranges, didn't care for it. But mini golf, that's where it's at. Just all about the putting. At some point, I'm going to have a mini golf stream. Just play mini golf games. I've got a few. Believe me, I have a few. on the various machines I have around surrounding myself. Do really like Ultra 3D Mini Golf, a Sierra Dynamics classic from back in the day, which I have installed on the Squiggle box sitting next to me. And I also have the Candy Stand Golf from candystand.com. You totally watch a mini golf stream? Well, I'm glad to hear that at least be one person had watched this, because I don't even know what category I'd put in beyond retro. Maybe that'll be what I do for April Fool's Day. I've been trying to come up with a few different ideas, since April Fool's Day is definitely a day for doing things you generally wouldn't. And I like doing that kind of thing for my stream, even though I've only done it once. I think it's going to become a tradition. I also need to come up with a reasonable text-to-speech for it, so... I have to be on a weekend, so you truly enjoy it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I looked it up today, in mini golf. Unlike last year, I think, April Fool's Day is on a Thursday, which is the worst day for it to be, I believe. I don't think I'd want to waste mini golf day on that idea. Like, I'd probably do a few other things. I'd consider playing golf with friends, with people. I know at least Earthmelon's got golf with friends, and I imagine he'd want to play too. Other people probably do. Check streams where I can only use Carl commands. I don't know how interesting that would be for most people. Only redeeming things you get paid. Fair enough. Now, I've got 2 ideas for this year's April Fool's Day. We'll see how they go, and I'll need to do a little bit of research to see if I can make one of them work. It's going to be a challenge either way, and I'm probably going to end up writing more code than I want to. Which will probably never get used again, even though if I do this right, it would be really cool. But... getting worse at this stage. Animorphs. Oh, no, I can't do that. Animorphs is GBC, not GB Classic. I have the ability to play Game Boy Advance or Game Boy games. In that there is both. I have one of my cards that has support for Game Boy, Super Game Boy stuff, sitting near me, but no USB support, which is kind of sad. Need to see if that'll ever happen. Without USB, I always feel naked. And I do have a Game Boy flash card as well. It's not mine. A friend of mine dropped it off a while ago and just never picked it up. So I would give it back if he asked, but otherwise I'm just holding on to it. As well as a Super Game Boy, so I've got that going for me. This is actually further than I've seen so far. You know what'd be nice? Yeah, that's nice. That's the end of the level. Oh, huzzah! That game is legit bad. It is. It really is. I've seen enough of it in GDQs in the bad game block. Are there any Kirby hacks out there? I would be willing to bet there are some, but I don't know about them. It seems like the kind of game that would actually have a hacking community around it. Just like SMW. Well, I don't like that pipe. I know this track. I don't remember where it's from. Got that sort of fakey sounding saxophone. Reminds me of Ad-lib. Sound Blaster sort of thing. Honestly, I probably know this from another Mario hack. Celeste B-side, really? They really nailed that Ad-lib sound, then. Getting Pokemon... I think I've asked this question before now that I think about it. Getting Pokemon XD vibes from this song. There's so many Pokemon games these days. But think about trying Pokemon Stadium at some point. I don't know what my plan there was. I need to see if it works with the flash card. I think it might. I do actually own a GB transfer card, transfer device. It might actually work with Pokemon Stadium. Of course, I need to play the game on my SD to SNES first and copy over the SRAM, and I feel like I can make this work. It'll be complicated, but I think I can make it work. Also, tell me the background and colors here do not scream trans rights. Oh, that was from GameCube? You'd show up for Pokemon Stadium? Excellent. I still need to see if I can make the N64 flashcard I have, the EverDrive 64, do some fun things. There is a USB port. I found some documentation, but I have not put any work into it since ever. I'm interested in making it work, but I also don't know how much MIPS assembly I want to write. I honestly find MIPS assembly to be painful to write, to be honest. And part of that's just my schooling. Bizarrely enough, I once had an assignment to write a MIPS processor. To be fair, it wasn't a complete MIPS processor, it was only part of one, but still. I still have no love for that particular assembly for that particular reason. They are just colors, it's true. I think Bob Ross was tutoring someone to paint the background. I mean, at this point, it's one of those things where, like, if you see a pinky, bluey background, it does kind of look like that, even though there's no guarantee that's actually what the person's going after. I highly doubt that's what this person was going after. To be fair, I could also make an argument that it's a vaporwave sort of background. It's probably what he was going after. Vaporwave. Aesthetics. You can't go wrong with vaporwave. Well, I imagine in a few years you probably can. I'll probably still like it then, you know. The ground is cotton candy. I don't know. It looks more grape candy to me. It's got like the Laffy Taffy sort of coloring in my book. Don't get me wrong, I believe grape Laffy Taffies are the best Laffy Taffies. But I also haven't had a Laffy Taffy in, like, a proper one in forever. I'm so sad they moved from wax paper to plastic. The plastic never worked as well as the wax paper. And that is certainly a bizarre, old man yells at clouds sort of gripe. Sort of grape. Now, they used to be 5 cents each, way back in the day when I was a wee lad. And we used to get them. I'd add some lives into the pool, I believe. If we successfully turned off all... Well, if we managed to... Oh, come on. There we go, before I forget. If we turned off our lights when we left the rooms, if Mom didn't catch us leaving any lights on, we'd all get Laffy Taffies. Down at the old farmer's market. And they were 5 cents each, and they came with both a candy and a joke. I do love me a good, stupid joke out of one of these things. Though I do believe the, that was a terrible plan. I do believe the popsicle people have kind of cornered the bad joke market these days. There we go. Your friends have been giving you Starburst at work as of late, and you love it or hate it? That's unfortunate. Both the fact they're giving you Starburst and the fact that you hate it. I've got nothing against Starburst, and in fact, used to be a huge fan. Though it does depend upon the type of Starburst. Like, I don't like that platform. I'm not an Omni Starburst person. Like, I prefer my Starburst, you know, red, then pink. Pink and yellow I can kind of exchange. But orange, I just won't eat them. Actually, when I was back in my lab days, I would actually throw them at my friend, who would be mildly annoyed that I threw a Starburst at him and then be okay because of the fact that I gave him a Starburst by throwing it at him. So, ain't talked to him in a while. Hope he's doing well. He was an alright guy. That was a bad idea. Or it's probably okay to throw orange starburst to people, but don't throw oranges at people. That really does make people mad. Because, you know, oranges don't really put up too well with being thrown at people. I speak from experience, just don't do it. To be fair, I wasn't the person throwing the orange, but, you know, I got to observe, and that's, you know, how you learn without fucking up too much. I think the last bad joke you heard from a friend, what did the cow say to the other after the barn burned down? This is an utter tragedy! Yep, that's the kind of joke I'm looking for. Do enjoy a bad joke. Especially one marketed for the children's. It's better if you can actually make an actual child annoyed at the fact you told them that joke. Which I occasionally get the ability to do. Haven't in a while. Ain't seen the nephews. Was talking to my my elder bro. This was not a good plan. And that's not enough pipe. I swear, everything times just perfectly in this dude's hack. Nope. I thought he was at 3 hits. Anyway, they were playing some Mario Odyssey. Apparently good enough to play on their own. Last time they insisted upon being, well, my nephew insisted upon being player 2, and mostly using it to prevent me from making jumps. Which was fun. For a while. So, malicious player 2 is definitely a difficult way to live. Though I found a surrogate, apparently. You know, if it wasn't for the clip there, I probably would have gotten hurt. One day I'll learn. Also, where did the other one come from? Anyway, my list of games to play has become way too large. Need to start printing it down. Probably need to take a break from moderation for that to work, though. Bonk. 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 And of course, being one of the few people on Twitch who generally does not like having alerts that simply show up in OBS, I've got to put more work into that sort of thing than other people. I promised one person what my alert would look like, my sub alert would look like if I ever went full Twitch, and I've got to eventually capture that at some point as a proof of concept. Yep. Need both of these dead. I tried to get the original VOD, or original video for it, but it just doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Or perhaps it doesn't exist in that format. Need to go capture it myself. Oh god, that really was dangerous. Hooray! 1 down. Got a couple of games you've been wanting to play? Like what, out of curiosity? More footballs. I don't trust... You can't trust footballs. Okay, cool. We're not dead. Why are these turn blocks? Nuts. Should be at, what, 9 exits now? His exits are getting a lot more challenging to acquire. Call of Duty, and the other is a reproduction card of Pokemon Emerald. Ooh, fancy. That can be fun. I did not want to let go. Mostly so I could do this. I hate Hammer Bros. Hate these green platforms too, but I hate Hammer Bros more. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the Call of Duty games. I've played some of the multiplayer, and if I'm gonna play a bro shooter, I'd rather just play Halo. I prefer the fantasy of being a, unassailable space marine as opposed to a very, very shootable actual person. What was my plan to get through here? Mostly wait for these to line up, I suppose. Perfect. Wait. Sell a Game Boy you can borrow from a friend, so you can finally beat the final Coliseum that you can't beat to this day. Mainly for transferring Pokemon over. Yeah, I've got a Pokemon. I've got a Game Boy Advance around here somewhere that I could use for that. No, wait, I don't have a Game Boy Advance. I have like 2 different DSs. That doesn't help me. Yeah, pretty much if I was going to play a Game Boy-based Pokemon, I would need to accept the fact that it's going to need to be on the weird flash cart. Which might work. I don't know. That's kind of the question I still have. The way the flash cart works is it starts up in that game mode if you don't tell it otherwise. There's a physical button on it, which makes a lot of sense if you're playing it on an actual Game Boy. But it makes an awful lot less sense when you're playing it on a Super Nintendo. I hate the proliferation of those things. But we would see. I need to put a lot of work into it, I think. Higher on my list, of course, is some other weirder projects. I have a transfer pack for the GameCube still in its original packaging. You bought it 6 years ago thinking this game this is going to come in handy one of these days. Well, you're not wrong. It still might come in handy one of these days. Just might have taken a few more days than you expected. It does remind me, I still want to like actually have a Monster Rancher Invitational at some point. I'm not sure how I would actually play it. I need to like develop or get a Monster Rancher save game or PSX save game saver or card saver. But it could be fun. My plan was mostly to have it be based upon bringing in a specific disc. I think if I bounce it, there we go. If you've ever played Monster Rancher, it's a game where you get different monsters based upon the CD you place into the CD slot of your PS1. It's a very interesting little game. There we go. Problem solved. Had to buy a new copy after my old copy got scratched to hell, and given it came from Funko Land, that's kind of what happens. Well, that's doubly disappointing. Right. Okay. Well, I didn't kill either of them. And that was dumb. Alright, so we got 2 of the dragon coins. Given his general level aesthetic, I'm probably fairly close to the midpoint. We will see. But it could be kind of cool if people wanted to send over various monsters I'd raised, and we could try something out. I don't know. It does remind me, in fact, if Howaluta's is still here, I had a question for her. I always jump too early. I had a question for him. That I completely spaced on when it would have been very reasonable to ask. So if you are still here, Howalutta, please make yourself known so I could ask the question, or else I'll just wait on Discord later. Pokemon Little Cup Invitational. You know what? I would actually get a little cup to send someone in the event that we did that. I'd acquire some sort of small glass and properly send it. God knows I got way too much glassware. One of those things that comes with being a whiskey person is they give you way too many Glencairns. I've got some pretty decent, weird branded ones here. I'd be happy to part with one of those as the little glass invitational. Well, my nephews once asked for the small glass, and I ended up giving him a shot glass. That was kind of funny. At least his mom thought it was funny, and that's what matters sometimes. These fuzzy bits are getting me. You kind of like the belt for securing all of the, was it like Dram World records? That was a thing, I think, at some point. With significantly less meaning. There we go. That's... I'm not sure what killed me. So, till then, we'll worry about that later. That was a reaction shot right there. Like, everything about this kind of makes me want to go play some EGA or some CGA games. There was one I was trying to play, or considered trying to play on the Squiggle Box, but it was really not having it. I wanted to play Arctic Adventure, an old CGA game. An old Apogee release, and it was not happy. It's really what I think of when I think of CGA. It's a fun little game. It's basically Pharaoh's Tomb, but different. Not a bad thing. There we go. I know a thing or two. Except how to deal with footballs. Screw it. Just run off the edge. Maybe they won't follow. Yes, I'm dumb. Okay. This reminds me, I've got like a bunch of other silly, not video game based ideas for streams I probably should actually execute on at some point. Like, Mystery Hunt. Isn't that a thing? Or ICFP, the human ramifications. Last year's one was okay. It wasn't amazing. It was a little too unfocused. But the ultimate idea was kind of cool, and it was nice that my team did pretty well, based upon the fact that we found some useful secrets hidden in the source code. Okay. There's a second football player that got me. Okay, so I can't do it that way in the future, which is good to know. And I can't do it that way. What's up, Jesus Juice? How you doing? I'm fairly certain I did not make any hack that you might reference me making. Load feelings of an almost human nature. This will not do. Call the schoolmaster! It went right over. Oh, that one went. Well, everything went right over my head there. How you doing? Made some progress in this hack this evening, which is nice. It is a little bit more difficult than I would have liked, but you know, that is how these things work sometimes. You don't know that song? It's the part of the trial from... I'm certain you're trolling me here, for almost certain here. But it's part of the trial song from Pink Floyd's The Wall. A classic by any measure. You could also play the hack of Donkey Kong, the NES Donkey Kong that is The Wall, if you want to get the full experience. I would not recommend it. You must know it. It's a classic. Certainly not the song people think of when they think of The Wall. Either Comfortably Numb or The Wall Part 2 are usually the things you'll hear on the radio. But it does remain one of my favorites. I even watched part of the movie. The movie's not very good. It's one of those movies I want to like, but I don't. It's just bad. Even before I saw it, I asked my dad about it once, and he's like, yeah, I kind of walked out of that. He lived through the 70s, so I believe him when he actually wants to walk out on a movie based upon a Pink Floyd album. You've seen that movie twice, once in theaters. My condolences. I suppose before saying that, I should ask if you enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the laser show based upon it, but I don't think I'd enjoyed the actual film, having watched it at least once. Yeah, pincered. There's like a million things I could have done there that were different. That works. Maybe I'll go with that one in the future. Super horny for animation, fair enough. Won't deny, that is definitely an interesting animated film. The likes of which most people won't be seeing anytime soon. That didn't do. Okay. Look, they gave me a gift here. I'm gonna use it this time. Okay, that doesn't work. That was exactly how badly I did it. Oh, gotta rewatch Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal's well, I wouldn't say Heavy Metal's an awesome film, but Heavy Metal's got some cool stuff going on. Won't deny, I still love that intro. That is probably one of my favorite, like, utterly strange pieces of animated art ever. I mean, professional animated art, at least. Just taking pictures of a car and using that as sort of a And there's a word for this. I'm trying to think what it is. It's like using it as sort of a pop-in map. Very reminiscent of like 3D games where it's like, oh yeah, let's use a sprite here because, you know, we can get away with it being a sprite because it's too far away. It's a very cool thing they did. I'll be honest though, I think Heavy Metal 2000 is actually the better movie. In terms of it being entertaining, at least. Might be sacrilege, but it is how I feel. Yo, if I can get on this thing, I'm safe. Mostly safe. Mistakes were made. Nuts. Went from so good to so bad in such a little period of time. You know, sometimes it's just not meant to be. Other times it might be. Okay. Stupid fast platforms. Darn. How many frames for question mark blocks do they have? I actually do not know. My guess would be somewhere between 3 and 4, but I'm not exactly sure. And of course, they could have an awful lot more if it's a... Well, now I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5. 4. I mean, they go right unless you decide to make them go the other way. They're certainly custom for SMW, so they're definitely a custom block. And if Max says it's 4, then it's probably 4. I think I must have overestimated by 1. But you can have the move left. I mean, I don't see any reason why you couldn't mirror the animation if you honestly wanted to. It might require some messing around with the block code itself. It uses some form of animation, so that you're gonna have to mess with that, I guess. But it's probably possible. Of course, anything is possible with enough assembly or enough preparation beforehand. Go. I didn't like that jump. I still don't like this jump. I'm never gonna get through here with a power-up. Oh, right, that's why I wanted that. You could just X-animate, but you mean prospectively. Because coins can turn left or right. It's just 3 frames, you think? I mean, it just depends upon which order you play them in, right? Either Mickey Mouse is moving to the left or the right, depending on which frames, which particular animation frames you put them up to. If you can mirror them, which is... Controller, please. A feature that the SNES has is mirroring sprites, mirroring sprite tiles, or any tile, really. The NES could only mirror sprite tiles, if I'm not mistaken. Though it's been a while since I've done any NES research. And the person who usually would correct me, I don't think is here right now. So we're just going to say that's probably the case. You can't mirror background tiles on the NES, but you can on the SNES, and there's value in that. Bonk. Problem solved. I'm not sure I like the green platforms. There we go. Okay. Well, that football worked out in my favor. Yeah, as with most things, just doing it the first frame is the right way to play it. Okay. Okay. Cool, there's something in here. Wow, a whole 1-up. Thanks, game. Alright, this is new territory. Very new territory. Oh. Cool, a midway. Green platforms with fuzzies is unethical. BK should be moderating this. BK... Well, we're gonna need to die anyway to check the midway, because I don't care that much about getting all the things. I think BK's busy with a different one. He's busy with a long-ass Mario Gives Up. I want to say I've played that one, but I don't know at this point. There's been so many hacks. Like, right now, basically, we're still trying to struggle through the C3, like, crush. I think this one was also part of that. At this point, I have no reason to reject it wholesale. There's some parts I really don't like. I mean, personally, I don't like. These. Hooray. Wall jumping. Oh boy. Two thrower. This is my favorite part of Super Metroid. The part where you have to continuously jump off walls. Nothing this pipe. But anyway, we're still trying to get through all that, and some moderators have been having a certain amount of difficulty with other things, and so it's been a bit of a slow process. I've been busy with other stuff too, which is less than ideal, but it is what it is. For instance, Third Wall has recently run into some trouble. The one he was moderating, when you were looking, were not attractive. It was not attractive. I just looked it up, honestly. It's I believe it's Mario Gives Up, unless he's doing a Kaizo one as well. And the honest truth is an awful lot of standard hacks are not that interesting. So, come on. I do not like that particular block. It is really not one of my favorites. type of wall jumping with the bop is not good. From a playing it perspective, yeah. That is one of the unfortunate things for moderators, is we don't get to play it. Are there wall jumps in this like Metroid? For the most part, no. Up until this moment, there were no wall jumps. Now there are. So the directionality blocks here are wall jump blocks. So if I press B when I'm against it, I get a kind of a bop, as if I'd hit like a spiny when doing a spin jump. I believe I've seen this block before. It's not one of my favorites. Do love that there's a trick you can do there. This is kind of a mess. It says something when I'd rather jump on a fuzzy than try it legit. Back at the bottom. Just tall enough to make it so I have to get on the block. Dang it. Oh, the blocks? It's not quite like Metroid, but it's, I don't know, it's hard to describe exactly how it feels. It's easier than Super Metroid, by a long shot. It should be called Super Mountain World, not Disc Defrag. Like, basically all I have to do here is press B when I want to re-jump. It's not quite as bad as Metroid. You gotta, like, do a weird left-right thing in order to make sure you can actually make the jump. But it does constrain my options somewhat. I'm gonna wait another cycle. Right. Definitely not as easy as Celeste. No. I imagine whatever Celeste implements is far less annoying. I've only ever played the first, like, area of Celeste, the demo of Celeste. I did like the mountain climbing level. It gave me some pause. It makes me wonder if you could actually implement, like, something more akin to Knit in SMW, which could be kind of cool. You know, it's very much a more contemplative, exploration-based game than the general Mario platformer we generally make for hacks. Big fan of Nifilus's work, by the way. If you've never played any of the Knit games, you owe yourself to play at least, give at least one of them a try. Oh, God damn it. Need to not jump. Had good design, but it was too slow for you. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I liked what it tried to do. Like most vertical levels in SMW kind of work like this. There's going to be a way to get upward. And you're going to go left and right repeatedly. And I really like the wall climbing mechanic. But that might have just been, you know, Nifilus games. Or a Halo effect, I suppose. That thing does not... Nope. The lack of the ability for that consistent thing. Yeah, the wall jumping was definitely more consistent. Definitely better than these jumps, without a doubt. But it was global, and so, you know, it comes with its own problems and constraints. making something global does have its own little bits of problems. I would probably be cool with there being like a block that lets you wall jump. Or not wall jump, wall climb. But not like this, just you actually hang on to it. Kind of like the honey in DKC 2. If I had to make a direct comparison to something. I just want to see what's next. That thing's gonna... They're all gonna kill me. It's all about the periodic motion again. Anyway. Since you are here, Howaloot, I have a question for you. Next weekend, not this upcoming one, but the following one, is the 12-hour speedrun challenge thing, and I've been meaning to try and participate at least once, ever. I was thinking this would be an ideal time to spend some time learning how to mice. And then, like, do a race at the end of it. Would you be interested in such a thing? And or, like, finding out if anyone else in the sort of vague area of my... I hesitate to call it community, but like people who are on my Discord would be interested. Like, we talked about it a while ago, and I definitely kind of didn't do a very good job of moving forward on that, I will admit, on my side. Likely yes. What's this 12-hour event thing called? I believe it's just called the 12-hour challenge. I think I'm safe here. There we go. Let me see if I can find the Discord for it. Yeah, just 12-hour challenge. It used to be a thing on Twitch. They used to have their own, like, community, but since communities are gone now, that doesn't quite work as well as it used to. Still like them better than tags, but what can you do? I got problems. Knew it. Kind of stopped caring because mice isn't the most fun run. That's fair. I was thinking it'd probably be more like a FurCon % run, since that's a thing that keeps most of the fun in it. Still some challenge due to like the fortress level, but you get to ditch some of the more plodding levels, I suppose. Okay, I gotta read that now. Give me a sec. No, probably shouldn't have taken a sec. Should've just read it out loud. I do think that's a great example of jump team's work, and it's unique compared to the rest of what they did. Plus, it's kind of old now, that's true. The late levels are so cool. I mean, some of them... I have a great... I like You Want to Be Big Kid. But, like, his name is Hopkins Clyde Frog is definitely one of my not-so-favorite levels. Like, I feel like FurCon % keeps you to the parts of the game that flow pretty reasonably, plus or minus Football Land, and keep the speedrun from becoming too onerous, but, you know, 12 hours, you can do a lot in 12 hours of learning. Okay, I gotta move it out. Nope, can't groove it enough. Yeah, Football Land. Like the final castle minus Bowser. The frog suit Bowser is kind of awful. I can speak from experience, I still find that one kind of awful. Despite the fact that I've experienced far more Bowsers than most people will ever experience. What the hack I'll release will ever be is just like 18 Bowser fights with awful constraints on them. Including one where the constraints all just change randomly. No cause, no warning, just suddenly, oh yeah, Bowser's gonna just fly out all the way to the right side. You can't do anything about it. The true chat hacks experience. I made it, and then I didn't make it. Tried really hard to cheese the frog suit section of the final castle and found it possible the cheese is slower and harder. That's awful. That is unfortunate. Well, think about it. If you're not interested, I'll probably try and pick something else and figure out a different strategy for that. I do feel like I should try to learn speedrunning one day. The only other one I can really think of that I have any expertise in doing is glitchless any percent DKC, but I'm not very good at DKC 2. Can I spin wall jump? I've been trying, but I don't believe it's possible. It sure would make parts of this a lot easier. You're supposed to just learn a speedrun for a game. It's just more of like a... kind of like the 4-Job Fiesta. It's supposed to get you playing Final Fantasy V. The 12-hour challenge is supposed to get you to learn a speedrun. I'm not going to claim to already know a speedrun for that, but, you know, it's not like the competition's all that stiff. I could easily decide, you know, maybe I'll just pick a green Jerry hack and make a speedrun of that, and then I'll own the speedboard for it, which isn't anywhere nearly as cool, I'll be honest. But, you know, I can do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just post, let me see if I can grab a invite thing or find something that explains the impetus. Excuse me. I apparently have the wrong up. Where is it anyway? You'd think it'd be easy to find, it's a friggin' clock. Here we go. Is a biannual online speeding event and you can join the constant simple. Pick a new game. Oh, it's a new game. I guess we're screwed here. So, here's the concept. And the sort of theme is better with friends. And so the idea here would be to find a speed run and then maybe do a race near the end of it, of the 12 hours. So it does say new. I've never actually submitted a speedrun for mice, so I guess that can technically be a new thing, but that's stretching it. But yeah, like picking a random standard hard hack that maybe none of us have played would be kind of cool too. We need to find one. Yeah, interpretation is definitely up to the participant. Neither of us has technically run mice. Like, there's options here. So... and plus, really, again, the spirit of the event is to get people speedrunning. So ultimately, I don't think either way would be violating the spirit of it. Learning a speedrun that we have neither of us have quite necessarily figured out. Though I imagine you figured out a bit more about mice than I have at this point. Probably wouldn't be the most fun. That's fair. We've got to find another standard hard hack that's been approved that I haven't played, or you haven't played, or other people haven't played. So probably not nachos or fried Oreos or whatever that one's called. Speedrunning Yoshi's Crack House. Burgonish cheese? I didn't know that. I'm trying to think of what parts of it could possibly have cheese, and I just keep thinking about the part where you can't touch the brown tiles. And that one is so hard. It's so finicky. It's been a while since I've done a run back on mice, so... which is just to say I've, you know, played mice and beaten it. Yep. I really don't like my strategies for this level. Come on! There we go. Alright. Got the dragon coin. Nothing in this pipe. Nothing in this pipe. I could have just walked past all that. You shell jump to get up top. Didn't figure out a proper route for it at first. Fair enough. It's been long enough, I'm not exactly certain which room you mean with the Koopa shells. Because you do need all the dragon coins for the thing to spawn, and I'm trying to remember which room has the Koopa shells beyond the one that, like, you have to hold on to one shell. That doesn't sound right either. Maybe just put all the standard hard hacks that have actually been rated into a list and then randomly pick one. I kind of like that idea, even though I know it's not a very good one. I can't believe... it's so slow. I'm dead. I'm dead. Ah, dang it. Did I see Legend of Zelda The Mini Quest? I must confess I did not. I assume that wasn't part of the Nintendo Direct the other day. And it probably is a hack of some sort. Oh wait, no, that's a hack for SMW. Yes, I did see that. It's by the guy who made Zabalis World. Or Zabias World. Jesse would correct me on the pronunciation there, but it seemed like a cool hack, the Zabias World thing. Brazilian hackers in general seem to produce really interesting things. Interesting might be the key word there. Okay, I'm not dead. It's incredible. It's a new standard hard hack. Oh, I hate this. That's gonna kill. I can't make the jump on that leg. It's moving backwards. Okay, maybe I can make it on the next one. That was a barely made right there. Oh, are you? Oh, this isn't as bad as I think it is. Now, this is as bad as I think it is. Oh, God. No. Is there a platform there? Like, what am I jumping on? You better be a platform. You bastard, you're not a platform. Alright, I'm putting a marker in for that one. Platform did not spawn. Nope, too late. I gotta wait for it. I do not like this. I don't like this at all. I swear that was because of slowdown, not because of any other reason. No. Okay, this isn't the end of the world. It's the end of how far up I was. And the platform hasn't spawned, so I gotta go further down. Ah, fuck. Of course, the fuzzies spawn. Yeah, someone pointed out this was a track, or Max pointed out it was a track from Celeste. That's a game I really should play. This one is the one. And now the red Koopa doesn't seem to want to spawn. I liked the red Koopa while he lasted. Never mind. No! Wait, the... Oh, I hate this level. This level has spawn problems. Massive spawn problems if you ever fall down. And that would explain it. Yeah, my best... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you get it. Apparently that makes sense. If that's the name of the area, that makes a lot of sense. I'm honestly not sure how I ended up in there. That was not my intent. I'm at 9 exits out of 12. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I really should push this one into very hard. Beginning to think that might be the thing to do. It is allowed within my purview just to, you know, change that kind of thing without asking the pack creator, so... Oh, for fuck's sake. And so, level engine again is the difficulty he caused, along with jump. Standard, slightly obnoxious. I like that idea. Okay. What's up, Dyspeptic? How you doing? It would definitely be within that sort of range. You know, I don't think I've ever read the original post by Atari as to why Very Hard was added. That would probably be very informative to me. I probably should do that. If you haven't have it on hand, please link it to me. Not bad? Excellent. Glad to hear it. I was doing better before the beginning of this level. Maybe. I am getting tired of periodic motion. It is beginning to make me slightly nauseous. Damn it. Go look for it? Alright. That'd be cool. Link it here or throw it in the Discord if you ever find it. So... beginning to understand how to do this part, I think. The only problem is I don't know how long this part's gonna be. And of course, being twice as tall is a huge liability. Dang it. I had aspirations this evening. I would play this and maybe another hack. Finish this up so levelengine can rest easy at night knowing his hack was accepted or rejected or whatever. But it's beginning to look like this is going to take another session. Given I've spent 3 hours on 3 levels. Which, you know, isn't too bad if you're playing a Kaizo game. Better. Bounce, bounce. That's not gonna work. I might just need a break from this. We'll see. We'll see. I'd like to get past the midway. The midway wasn't so hard to get in this level. Like, it was a little unpleasant, but not terrible. It was about where I expected it to be. I suspect that Leveligine's philosophy about placing dragon coins is a lot more centered towards the end. So if I saw one at the end, that means it's probably very close. Well, one more. It's more likely it's at the end of the level than the middle, maybe. Those fuzzies are just cruel. Okay. Wait for it. Alright, cool, we're back up to the top. No. Next one. Fuzzies were very far away on that one. That makes me very happy. No! Okay, cool, fine. The fact that a missed bop there just kind of kills it is awful. Okay. It's so weird. So many parts of this game have plentiful power-ups, and then this area has like 2 for the entire friggin' ascent. Maybe trying to replicate that realistic Celeste feeling. I should have been watching for that. Okay. I hate spin jumping sometimes. Okay. Yeah, if I reject this, it's gonna have an awful lot to do with slowdown and inconsistencies about how things spawn. Go. Man, I'm really glad you can just walk through fuzzies. Turns out it wasn't Atari, it was Wakana. That's even more interesting in my book. I put a lot of stock in what Atari says, but Wakana is sort of before my time. I did want to play Wakana World, and I did find a version that works on an SD to SNES, but it crashes in like the 4th world level, so it's probably for the best. Yep. Oh, the difference between joke and troll hacks. Yep. I will open that up and take a look at it in a bit. After stream, probably, because reading on stream tends to be kind of difficult. No. Oh, I don't want that thing alive. I am tempted to go back and get a mushroom just to kill that flower if I can. On the other hand, I guess it wasn't that big of a problem until this particular run, so maybe that's not the best interest of mine. There we go. Well, thank you for digging that up, Hawaluta. I'm curious about the Wakana one, to be honest, but, you know, that's good too. I'm bad at this. I like Sweet Dude's version of Let's Get Over It better. If I have to play a mountain stage that punishes me on the way down. These Tiz was kind of cool. This one, just kind of painful. Ooh, and bounce. And I'll learn my way through it. It's gonna take some time. Which I suppose is just fine in the grand scheme of things. Until I get hit with a fireball, in which case it becomes less fine. I was thinking about whether or not I could make that jump. Put it in the Discord, thank you much. Sweet Dude level looks interesting, yeah. It looks like I watched, I want to say Illustrious beat it. It was kind of hilarious when he failed. Gonna be honest, when things that SMC comes out, it is gonna be such stream bait. It's gonna be great. Very entertaining for all the Twitch punters, and, you know, probably not too awful for all the Kaizo players. But it's gonna be fantastic. Like, Sweet Dude just has an awful lot of really cool ideas. And it's kind of nice to see them all kind of come together. Alright. No, mashing does not help. Alright, well, not a huge loss, except now they're desunk. Strongly want to play the whole thing? Yeah, no, I don't blame you. If I was better at Kaizo, it would definitely be on my list of things to play, because it is really cool. He is going to have one hell of a game. Definitely going to show up on, like, Juzz's YouTube channel when it releases. There's no question about it. It's just that high quality. The question is, will it ever come out? Because he's still messing with it, still adding bosses. You swore yourself you would, but you felt just as strong about Yump 2 and you've made a little progress in it. Yump 2 has really big difficulty cliffs in places from what I've played. And there's some levels that, honestly, I don't want to play. Was it like Mario's a Vegan or whatever level where you can't ever, like, kill anything or else it kills you is just kind of unpleasant. Not merely because of the concept or the level design, but because the song is kind of awful. It's just an unpleasant level to play. There we go. Of all of the things to do, that was not one of the smart ones. Yeah, I'd say presently on my list of SMW things to finish are moderation issues and then probably Rack instead of Yump. Because I think Rack is a bit kinder. And I do believe they've kept themselves to the very hard as opposed to the Kaizo light, aside from that, like, one duping thing that you're required to do, apparently. No! Oh. Can I make that jump? Nope! Fer wants you to play rack? Yep, Fer's right to tell you to play rack. It's a good hack. What I've played, I've enjoyed. They've definitely used some interesting things. Very few people have taken advantage of, like, oh, this is awful, the timing is completely off, I need to go down again. 3 and 4 exit levels so far in hacks that I've seen. And they've used them in an entertaining way. So it's like, if it wasn't for the fact that this was taking so long, I might be playing rack right now, or I would have picked up one of the other interesting things in the moderation queue, just because the moderation queue never really seems to decrease unless we put effort into it, and like we've got a couple of moderators out right now. So, gotta happen sometime. Not to mention, like, almost every moderator has a gigantic, oh no, friggin' hack on their plate. Well, that's one positive thing out of all that. But yeah, put me down for another person who says you should play rack. What I've played, I've liked. Mostly. Not gonna moderate it because I have no friggin' clue what to do with some of the odder parts. Oh no. Maybe Eldad should moderate on Kaizo as well. If he runs out of Kaizo, honestly, he can. I wouldn't put it past Eldad. Zero problems with that. But there's always more Kaizo, it seems. Though Shovta has been doing a good job, and Third Wall's been doing a good job, and other people are doing a good job of keeping the queue down. The problem with the key difference is an awful lot of Kaizo moderation's a bit, I don't want to say easier, but the sort of brokenness you encounter in a Kaizo hack is not really the same as the kind that standard hacks generally embody. So it's a little bit harder to work with. Which reminds me, I should probably go update my list, at least for the month of May, or March. Jump, jump, jump. Nope. The spawning is really hard there. Okay, let's take a moment, just chill. I am beginning to wonder if I'm not anywhere near the end of this level. But I am getting sick of it. I might need to switch to something else if I want to keep streaming. I'm just becoming kind of salty. Not like really salty, but like just enough that I'm not having fun. Return to this with a clear head might help. On the other hand, I'm starting to get certain parts of this down. So maybe I shouldn't give that up right now. It's true, it might come faster after a break. Might go see it. There's a couple things in the queue that probably merit a quick look. There's a one-level hack, which, you know, usually one-level hacks are gonna be rejected, but could be worth a quick look. Gonna wait for the 3rd or 4th cycle. One more. There we go. But honestly, like, having a power-up at this point would be lovely. And then there's that, where if you don't quite get the stride right, you're just kind of screwed. Yeah, that there's 2 spawned there. What did level 1 hacks do? Not Dracula's Castle's a 0 exit hack. Well, the thing about it is most people who make standard hacks that have 1 exit, or especially if they're going to call it a demo, haven't put that much work into it. Anything you can beat in about 5 minutes is probably not a good hack unless it's got something else going for it. So usually what those sorts of things are, like, just come back with more. Usually what we say. You just kind of need to. But there's nothing wrong conceptually with a 1 or 0 exit hack, or a 4 exit hack, or a 2 exit hack, or whatever, as long as you've... I see what I did wrong. If you press B against a non-jump wall, it kills your jump. And the platform's not there. Yeah, like, pretty much everybody at some point has made a 1 exit hack, quote-unquote, and just, it's not good to clog up the whole thing with an awful lot of them. That's all there is to it. It's not to say you can't, but if you do it, it's one of those cases where you should learn the rules first and then break them, as opposed to break them and then learn the rules. But you know what? Maybe the hack is so ingenious, I'm just going to accept it because it's that good. You know, you never know. But, you know, also, I know a thing or two, and I'm going to say the likelihood of that is very low. They're taunting me. I can see it in their faces. Showing off the quick level and calling it a hack is like saying you have a product when you have a proof of concept. Exactly. There is nothing wrong with building a minimal viable product or a proof of concept, but that's not what SMW Central really wants. And if you do that kind of thing, you know, it's okay. Do it for C3. Like, people will be excited for that kind of thing during C3. Oh my... set of jumps. And then I wait for the fuzzies. I'm gonna run out of time soon. Well, it's the longest I've gone without dying in a while. Just haven't made any reasonable progress. Oh crap, that never spawns! In fact, no one should make a hack. It's a terrible idea. You like the meta of sending levels to friends and streamers. You don't need to make a full hack. Well, if you send enough levels to friends and streamers, eventually you're going to end up with a hack. That's just how it works. Maybe there's no platform there. I cannot believe there's no platform there. Like, what's the... Maybe there isn't. I guess conceptually it could just be a spot for another fuzzy to spawn, but that doesn't feel right. Long enough to get there twice. I like jumping off the turtle. I feel it's a more guaranteed way to get there. That's true, you could, or I could, or someone could. If you want to do it, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I do find it disconcerting that there's something that looks like there should be some sort of spawner, and there isn't. Also, I should look over there. There appears to be a dragon coin. I should at least try to collect that. Chill out for a moment. Okay. It feels like so little progress when you keep falling through it all. Nope. Nope. Hooray. Well, I thought that was a legit item as opposed to a random one-up. Made me feel better about the length of the level. I no longer feel better about the length of the level. So there's that. Alright. I'm gonna give this one more legit try, and then I think we'll switch to a more different hack. We'll see if that one level hack can hack it, or we'll try out one of the more unique things I've seen in a little while. There's a like 8 boss fight Wendy thing that came across the plate, and I think that looks kind of cool, to be honest. Generally kind of down on Wendy fights, but, you know, could be kind of cool. There we go. I'm not trying to do that part unless I get the one spawn timing. Yep. Oh. There's supposed to be a platform there. Yup. Okay. Gotta put a marker there to look at that and say, yes, there should be a platform there. Like, I'm not quite certain how to proceed if there isn't a platform there. Like, it just doesn't want to spawn. One more cycle. Oh, now you spawn! The worst part is I need that dragon coin. No, it's not. It's not SA1. My SD to SNES stuff is working, or my USB to SNES stuff is working, and so therefore it cannot be SA1. I never got around to fixing stuff for that. Are you... No! No. Okay. Yeah, but it's not SA1. Most assuredly, it's not at this point. I recently went and fixed it so that I wouldn't try to load SMW Gamma in the event that it's clearly SA1, because I believe it was interfering with things occasionally, and I'd forgotten I'd actually written some stuff to try and make it work, and it doesn't work yet. SA1's mapping is just a little bit off from what I was expecting, so... But it's still possible. I feel like having seen what I believe to be the end will encourage me to finish this. So I won't be lost in despair at this point. 1, 2... I need to jump up there on the second. Okay. I just needed to not jump. This time shall be different. Hopefully it's actually different, though. Unlike the corn. The corn was never different. Wait for it. Looking at it in Lunar Magic, this level's fucking long. That's not what I want to hear. That's really not what I want to hear right now, Hallelujah. Time to lower the hammer bro by 1. I mean, that would make things worse for me. I don't really think it would add to the level. Like, I'm not entirely just trying to make it harder. That's not what moderation is. Or make it easier. Try to make it more better would be the way to best describe it, I suppose. That was the wrong way. Time to go. Yeah, I have no idea how to improv that. Or any of this. Basically, just go for it. Levelengine levels are known for being long, that's true. This might not be as hard as Bits and Pieces, but that's not saying much. That's not a good sign. Also, how you doing, Buddy Link? Been a while. Okay. Gonna rock back and forth for a few seconds. Enjoy the Celeste track. Be glad I didn't hit the dang thing. I'm gonna try to at least get through the pipe. If I can get through the pipe, I will call this a victory. We can move on to something else. Like, I did want to... Did I somehow cause a second one of those to spawn? Were there always... there weren't always 2 there. There were just... I got... Why were there 2 there? Right. One more try, then I'm going to boot up that 1 exit hack. Up, up, up. Okay. Gonna groove it on up. I'm getting way better at this part, except this part with the knives. I'm not very good at the knife part. And this part if I don't do the first cycle strat. That wasn't smart. So when you say the level's really friggin' long, does that mean there's a 3rd section that's really long? Or just this particular upward part is very long and I have managed to accomplish it adequately? Because the more I think about what you just said, the more it fills me with a certain sense of dread. And not just out of a sense of rhyming scheme. There we go. Didn't look past the pipe? Okay, so I don't feel too bad. Like, I know that this level is as long as it is. So for that, I'll take that for the time being. Go 3. There we go. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. I was just worried you had information that it was even longer than what it looked like. Like, I'm getting this. I'm definitely in the zone. So don't feel the need to open Lunar Magic again or anything. Like, it's good to know that that platform should spawn, and if it doesn't spawn, then there's still kind of a problem. Yep. Furthest we've gotten with Big Mario by decent shot here. There. There we go. Across the desert. And And this one we call the Unblinking Eye. This one we call Paddling of the Swollen Ass. With paddles. I need that to spawn. Being small did not help. Maybe I can... Nope! The fact that's inconsistent is incredibly vexing. There might be a way if I have good momentum management coming into that specific spot. But if I'm scrolling and it's not working, that's a bad sign. Not that many... Well, there are that many sprites on screen, and this level does have massive spawn problems. Scrolling left and right. Oh yeah, because it's a vertical level. I can only make any difference if I go up, down. Hence why I have to go down here to respawn that green platform. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this one friggin' platform might be, unfortunately, justification enough just to give it the old heave-ho, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, vertical spawning doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's based upon verticality, not horizontality. Horizontally? Like, I get what you're saying. I get it. Pick it up when you land down. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely think levelengine would want to fix that. I think that's probably a case where, like, this doesn't happen on, say, SNES 9X. And he probably did all of his testing in SNES 9X, which is kind of a thing most people do, apparently. And SNES 9X still gets some things wrong, which I find incredibly vexing. Namely, that multiplication takes no time, which is wrong. It takes a lot of, well, it takes a few cycles of time. Cool, one of the fuzzies didn't spawn, so therefore I get a platform. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, if I fail this pipe jump, I'm done. Well, I didn't fail the pipe jump. Oh, what's up, Earthmelon? How you doing? I'm glad to hear you got power again. I hope it wasn't too harrowing. The basic, the visual even. Oh, we're not doing no visual basic right now. We're just struggling. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, it doesn't implement... Well, okay, it implements that. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. That's kind of the thing. I'm supposing what it could be, Max. I just don't know right now. Oh, the combo boxes over there on the right. Yeah, that's my, like, tracker thing. I mostly use it so that I know what level I'm in when I view the VOD later and write up feedback for rejecting hacks. But it was a lot of fun to do. It's actually completely HTML. Someone made a CSS thing that makes it doing this kind of thing not terribly difficult. Probably should find it again at some point so I can give people links to it. But it's a lot of fun. I like it. My favorite thing is that once it overcrowds, it actually starts looking even worse. It's been a while since I've had a moderation that actually succeeded in that, since we've been doing, like, really hard things recently. Dang it. Yeah, Joe's Vogler's thing probably looks a bit better, because he's done, like, a proper OBS thing, but mine's a lot more adaptable. What could be is the difference between the movement of you and levelengine played this level time and time again, where everything spawned when he played his way. I would agree with you, except I know that other people have beaten this hack. Like, Morsel beat this hack. And I don't recall in his review he said, oh no, things didn't keep spawning. And so I do wonder if there is still some key difference. None of my USB stuff has actually been used, so I can discount that, or I could restart the level and double check that. It could be a wacky USB to SNES thing, but like this game hasn't been that chocolatey. To the point where I would actually doubt it. Plausible explanation does happen, that's true. It is definitely a plausible explanation. I don't have a good other explanation at this point, so I will definitely acquiesce to that. Oh, what about lives in the host? Yeah, that's true. Lives only... Yeah, that runs via the hook. You're not wrong. Yep, fair point. The message hook also does some things, but they're pretty in... I view that as almost entirely... yeah, okay, you have a point. I can't argue that. This is some fun. You say you don't think that it was played through on hardware without save states. I definitely don't think it was played through on hardware. It might have been. And it's been fun in parts. It's just a very hard hack. With some bits that are a little bit harrowing. Definitely had a harder time of it today than I did when I started it. And I definitely hate these wall things. I'll put a marker down to consider it, but I generally don't think that my things have a great effect on sprite spawning, as far as I know. Could disabling the in-game hook make a difference? Yeah, the main issue is there's a platform that I need to spawn and does not want to spawn consistently. The other issue is that I suck at these wall jump things, which are hard to recover from in the event that you suddenly fail. It's kind of like wall jumping in Metroid. You screw it up, you're just kind of hosed. Yep. We haven't gotten to that platform yet in a while. It's been a bit of a slog. Rejected. Jumping in Mario sucks. Yeah, sorry. This game's terrible. I'm just going to reject every hack now that it's based upon this Super Mario World game. I also am allowed to reject it for not having enough airships. Oh, that was just a bad jump. I really shouldn't have tried that. There have been no airships up to this point, so therefore I can reject it. Alright. I keep saying one more try, and I'm gonna move on to something else, because I'm tired of this. It's a very slow ascent. Very fiddly. Like, this guy doesn't spawn sometimes. Like, almost everything else in this level seems to work as intended, but that one platform seems to have problems. There we go. What's the point of living if you ain't got 69 lives? Have my amateur license? No, I never got a ham license. I don't know Morse code that well. That's pretty much the only thing holding up anybody is getting from getting a ham license is A, having a radio, and B, learning Morse code. Which I should know already. Like, I really should put that effort in because I've learned enough. Like, I know enough Braille to know when something isn't Braille, if that makes sense. I've learned enough of the patterns, but I really should commit more of it to memory. For puzzling purposes, Morse code serves a similar purpose. One fuzzy, that's a good sign. Okay. Cool. Oh, you haven't learned Morse code anymore for the first license? So that's kind of... I could see that, I guess. Ugh. Months of firmware for gigahertz. That's kind of cool. Are you kidding me? There's more shit here. Oh, this is bull. Oh, dear God. Yeah, at least you give me a mushroom. Thanks for that. Okay. Nope. Gonna put TCP/IP over it. That's awesome. Pipe, freaking long level. If there wasn't like some sort of other checkpoint, this pipe doesn't magically happen to go to the place I need it to go. Yep. Okay. I'm going to load that one level hack, I think. And see what's up with that. Reload that, and I will be right back.